Ta-da!
Ta-da!
We made it, everybody. We're up in here.
It looks worse on camera than I thought it was going to.
What
I'll
does?
just sit like this.
You have a
My face is so
pimples it?
broken out.
pizza face.
It's because of Halloween candy. All the chocolates. What if I
Candy
just put
doesn't
this
make you break
here?
out.
There we go.
Not sugar
That's good.
that makes you break out.
That's good.
It's a myth.
That'll hide my face.
I didn't realize what you were doing. That's hilarious.
New day, yes it is.
Wakey, wakey.
Time to get up.
Good morning, citizens.
Open and then rise and shine.
This is your wake-up call, people.
Come on, the coffee's on.
All right off the bat, Bubba, thank you for your resubscription. 9 months in a row. Or, well, I don't know if it's in a row or not, but it is. There you go. 9 months in a row. So appreciate that. And KY says she just resubscribed, but I'm not getting no notification about that. So I'd double check that, KY.
Prime, she says.
Yeah, you get a free Prime subscription if you have Amazon Prime.
What? You mean Amazon Prime is actually doing something? Because they ain't getting our packages to us on time, that's for sure.
Welcome, KY, DJJ, Shane, Oriole, Lark. Let's see, Bubba's there again. It's puberty, Mo. We all went through it.
I'm like 20 years late. Maybe even 23 years late. I'm old.
Hey, so KY, sometimes when you resubscribe, it gives you like a question in the chat, like right above the chat. It says, do you want to share that you resubscribed? If you're not seeing that, maybe pop out and then pop back in to our channel and see if it shows up that way. Because then if you hit that button, it'll go live on our notification system here. So we're going to ban Oriole. And then we're going to get started. Okay? All right, everybody.
I feel like that was a stab at both of us. He just right? He's kind of good at that. Stabbing people.
So guys, before we get into the show.
Guys.
Mo and I have been talking, and we have gotten more feedback on the interview with Carolyn Martin last week than any other show we've ever done.
Facts.
And I don't want to downplay it and say like I didn't expect it to be a good show or anything. That's not it at all. But I didn't expect it to be as popular as it seems to have been just before we did it. You know, I'm like, okay, this is a cool Christian creator. I really like her. She's really funny. Let's talk to her about her interesting story. But I didn't expect like people to know who she was or anything like that. I expected some people to just not care and not listen. That's not what happened at all.
No, I was really shocked.
Yeah, but it was very, very good. A very, very good show. I'm uber proud of it.
Yeah.
And she was super excited too. She absolutely loved being on the show. The 2 hours that we recorded with her went by so fast and so smoothly. And
it would have kept on going had we not
yeah, I had to stop it. I'm like, because we were going live after. It was late last week. I was like, I will sit here and talk to you for the next 5 hours, but we have to go do our show.
Yeah. We said, all right, we'll talk at another time, like 5 times. And then finally Matt was like, okay, listen, for real. We have to go.
Everybody's waiting.
She goes, okay, bye.
Yeah, we're very stoked at how well that went. So, yeah, she'll definitely be on the show again. We might make it a seasonal thing. Every season, she's going to be on the show at least once.
Yeah.
No, she's freaking hilarious. And to see what God is doing in her life at just such a short, faith journey so far. Just like the last 8-9 months. And see how much God has just transformed everything about her and her plans for the future. I mean, it's mind-boggling and awesome. And she's just dang
also
funny.
super convicting.
Yeah.
Yeah. My toes hurt. Won't even lie.
Yeah, we had a blast. Absolutely, Oriole. She was fantastic. All right, so today we've got our normal normal junk. A lot of fun stuff coming your way.
Yeah, and the fact that I know zero about the topics that we are covering. So,
Well, it's the main topics, and that you won't hear on Twitch, but
yeah, but still.
they'll be interesting. You'll hear it as we're introducing things, but yeah, it's gonna be a lot of explaining, but a lot of like kind of mind-blowing stuff.
I think this is the only time that Matt has sent me the week's topics, and I had zero response other than the facepalm emoji.
This is the first time you're like, okay, I wish you didn't tell me what it was this time.
Yeah,
I would have rather gone into this blind.
exactly. All right.
Yes, she's actually funny because she wasn't raised Christian. You're absolutely right. Oh man, I was actually. I mean, we hit the line a few times in that interview with how far can we go in telling certain jokes, but I was very impressed with her ability to self-censor her old jokes that were still really, really funny. Some of them she told us off the interview. And yes, they were still very funny, but not appropriate for the show.
Not appropriate.
But no, it was super good. Super good show.
So I don't know if it was because, okay, when we were doing the interview, some of the things, some of those lines that we almost crossed that were like, ooh, bordersome, made me feel kind of like, oh gosh, is that okay? Is that okay? But listening back, and it could have just been because I knew it was coming. I had already heard it once,
It was surprising. I don't think it was necessarily all that bad.
It really, listening to it back, It really was not that bad. Nearly as bad as it was like in the moment having the conversation where I'm like, oh gosh.
Oh, I'm uncomfortable.
But that's also because I think you really made me super like hypersensitive to specific things that we can say and can't say over the years of us recording.
I've made you hypersensitive?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey,
every
remember that time
every time you say something inappropriate, I laugh and make sure it stays in the show.
It's been a super long time since I've said something inappropriate. But remember that time that I said something and I came across like racially insensitive?
Oh, I do remember that.
And I was like, Matt, you have to take that out. That did not come across the way that it was supposed to.
Yeah, we did censor that eventually.
Yeah.
It wasn't, like you didn't mean to say what you said.
No, but once you
the way
heard
you
it,
said it, but the way you hear it, it sounded bad. I don't even remember what it was.
I don't remember what it was either, but
Bubba says the line is further than you probably think it is. LT and Founder.
Well, now that I know that, I'm just gonna jump over it.
I officially made Bubba a mod, I think, when I launched the channel to begin with, just because I didn't know who else to do it with yet. I mean, y'all hadn't really jumped into my friend zone at the time, so that's why. Lark's asking, since when is Bubba a mod?
Oh, I was like, what are you talking about right now? So confused.
Star Wars Christmas special is an integral part of a true fan celebration. Huh?
That had to have been somewhere up above.
Yeah, I must have missed that.
Somewhere.
All right, well, that's the pre-show. Let's get into it.
Rise and shine, nerds.
Welcome to episode 416 of the Back Row Morning Show, part of the Love Thy Nerd podcast network and the official exclusive morning show for LTN Radio. I'm Radio Matt, the station manager and chief radio nerd. I'm 18 years saved, 16 years married, 11 years recovered, 7 years a father, and 36 years a nerd.
And I'm Mo, a lot of things wrapped up in one small but loud package, your very own casserole of a co-host, doing my best to bring the best, but one thing I'm not is good at math.
Today on the show, how the Matrix changed the world.
Also on the show today, snakes on a plane!
But first, today is Monday, November 8th, 2021, and we've got some holidays to celebrate.
That's right, it's National Dunce Day.
It's your day.
Hey! Put those caps on your head. Hey, do you think that somebody would be really offended if I, picked a dunce in each one of my classes today and made them wear a hat? I'd probably get in a lot of trouble for that, wouldn't I?
Probably. You need to make it the smartest, best kid.
But what if I preface it with, guys, it's National Dunce Day. I'm only doing this.
No. That'd mess up a kid. Unless they were all the dunce at one point in the class.
Listen,
Everyone gets to take a turn being the dunce. This is how we humiliated children that didn't do good in
some
school.
of these kids have messed up
Way
me,
back
so I feel like payback is on the horizon.
I'll never be the same because
I
of the
really
things that Billy
won't.
said to me.
I for real almost like it took a whole lot of self-control for me to not like
Punch a kid.
no, just go toe to toe like arguing with them, because one kid walked in with the Steelers hoodie and I was like, "Oh, sorry. You got hold on, just listen, there's a story. Oh, sorry, you can't come in the library wearing that hoodie. You got to leave." And he was like, "What? Who's your team?" And so I told him, Baltimore Ravens. And then another kid pipes in and goes, "You're only a fair weather fan. You weren't a fan when they were bad. You've just become a fan this year now that they're good." And I was like,
Ooh,
boy,
you about to learn today.
you don't even know me. I've been a fan longer than you've been alive. We about to fight.
Boy, don't make me drop kick a kid again.
I for real. Yeah.
Oh
I
my
about
gosh,
lost it.
that's funny.
Over a football team with a fifth grader.
You're a fair weather fan. See, when a kid says that makes me think that's his dad's personality.
Oh,
coming
absolutely.
Through.
Absolutely.
Like, just imagine this is the first year that I've been a parent where I'm at a sports event that my son is a part. Eli is a part of the smallest version of soccer he can be in. Well, I guess it would have been last year that it got canceled last year. But anyway, joining soccer, he's in this littlest league. There's no goalies or anything. They barely care about keeping score. They're just learning how to shoot and pass and all this. But we have people on like both sides of both teams on the games on Saturday, just like yelling and screaming like, "Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? That's not how we play. We don't do that. The goal is that." I'm like, chill out. The kid is 7 years old. Mm-hmm. He barely can make it to the bathroom. Just chill.
Yeah.
Like, please.
Yeah.
Please. So I'm out there like rooting for all the other kids on the team as well. It's like, "Good job, man. Good job." When his dad's yelling at him, I'm like, just, everybody chill out. So there's no soccer scholarships involved at this level.
Yeah. There's like I don't remember our parents putting as much pressure on us when we were in elementary
put any
school,
on.
middle school.
None.
Even high school. I don't remember. Yeah, there was pressure, but it came from kind of like knowing that we're playing possibly to be picked up on a scholarship or something like that. It wasn't like
It makes sense at that age.
Yeah. But still, it wasn't screaming from the stands. If we're screaming from the stands, we were screaming at the other team, not at our own kid, but parents nowadays, it's scary. Mm-hmm. So Mila had a music recital the other night, and there was a parent behind Topher. It was a mom, and she goes, "I swear, if he does that during the recital, he was flossing."
Who was?
The kid. Her son.
Oh, her son. I thought you meant
son.
Topher.
No.
Topher was flossing in the middle of the stands.
No, so the mom was sitting directly behind Topher.
And also,
okay?
I pictured actual flossing, not the dancing.
Oh my gosh. Her son is flossing from the stands, from the bleachers, the risers. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And the mom goes, "I swear, if he does that during the concert, he will be abused when we get home." And Topher said the entire time, he's like rooting for the kid. "Come on, kid, don't do it. Don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it."
I know too much about what's going to happen to you. I'm really invested in the fact that you do good and pay attention.
Right? Yep. He's going to get abused when he gets home.
That's messed up.
I know.
Even if it was a joke, that's a messed up thing to say.
I know. Right?
Where people can hear you.
It's all this pressure for a 5th grade music recital. That wasn't even that great. I mean, it was good, but
I wouldn't pay for it.
yeah. His flossing probably would have added to it. Like, it would have been beneficial.
No, I don't remember my mom or my dad like ever yelling anything that wasn't, positive from the bleachers or anything, because they didn't care about sports and I didn't care about sports. I was just there to have fun.
Right.
I get it. Like I said, when you get to like high school, because at that point, this could be part of your life. This could be getting you into college. The very, very rare occasion you get into some sort of professional level. So, I mean, I get the pressure at that point, and maybe like parents going, look, you need to buckle up and pay attention here. You need to focus in, do your best. But just when you're a kid, just let them have fun, man. Just let them be kids.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be learning like teamwork and some basic skills. They're not supposed to be insert famous soccer player here.
Mia Hamm.
Is that a real one?
David Beckham.
Beckham, the guy that bends it.
Wait, is Mia Hamm soccer? Yes, Mia Hamm is soccer. Mia Hamm is soccer.
I'm going to go get Mia Hamm.
Listen. Mia.
Because I'm hungry.
Why have I never thought of that in all these years? I'm going to go get Mia Hamm. See, Mia Hamm is soccer. Okay, perfect. Also, Bubba said those recitals are never great. So here's the thing, though. Yeah, the entire recital was kind of 5th grade-ish. But Mila was like
she did really good.
notch.
She had a solo. She did really good.
She was phenomenal.
Obviously got her singing ability from her dad or something, because... I'm going to be abused when this show's over.
No, when the show is over, I'm going to do it right now for everybody to see. Our ratings are going to go way up.
So we jumped way far away from the holidays.
Yeah, hey, it's also National Cappuccino Day.
So, have you ever like had to use the actual cappuccino maker machine?
No.
Because they made us what for 100 for mowing. Thanks for those bits. Go ahead. Ow! I was waiting for a punch. That hurt worse. Oh, no.
I punch like a girl.
Oh, no.
Like,
Okay, well, you still got 2 hits.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm just, even though I was raised with all brothers, like I still
Put the
girly
fist down.
punch.
I don't need the image. You can just say it. Or I expect another 100 bits because you hit me twice.
No, you keep your 100 bits. He said, I thought you were going to punch me, so I punched him.
All right, 1 extra bit. That's fine. Thank you for that 1 extra bit, Lark. What were we talking about? Cappuccino. So I had to learn how to do that when I worked at the Italian restaurant in Albuquerque. And it's friggin' difficult, man. Like, it's got all kinds of weird knobs and appendages and steam, and steaming milk was almost impossible for me. I could not get it to do it correctly.
Yeah.
You got to angle that sucker in the right direction. It was so complicated. I'm like, just get your coffee somewhere else. I mean, they really drink that much coffee in Italy? I guess.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. It is
It was all the time.
food group. That's what my mom does. My mom, for the last, 17 years or so,
Yeah.
she has gone back and forth between being a cake decorator and a barista. And she works at Starbucks. She's the manager at a Starbucks in like inside of a grocery store. I don't know how she does it.
Yeah. Well, see, like with that though, like for us, we didn't have like a designated person that was doing coffee. Like, if you were the waiter for this person and they happen to order that for like dessert, like you're the one making it. 500 bits for the violence. Thank you. The past violence though. That's no more violence. And so it would take you like a solid 7 minutes to make this 1 cup of cappuccino. Mm-hmm. And so if I had more than 1 table, they're all waiting on me.
Yeah.
So you also had that pressure of, I better get this right the first dang time so I can get out of here. And so, yeah, I hated it. And it wasn't like behind the wall either. Like, it was out there in the open for everybody. So if you messed it up, people notice. Like, if you're sitting there, cussing.
That's what we call Home Alone cussing, Christmas cussing.
Mm-hmm. Joe Pesci.
Yep. That is Christmas cussing at its finest.
How's your week been, Mo?
You know what? It has been joyful because I've started listening to Christmas music.
I have not yet, but I have started watching Christmas movies.
Yeah.
I watched Arthur Christmas with the family, with the kiddos.
Nice.
And I started watching Broadcasting Christmas.
What is that?
Starring Melissa Joan Hart and Dean Cain from the Hallmark Channel.
From the Hallmark Channel. Nice.
There's actually like a whole bunch on Discovery Plus out of nowhere. I don't think they're Hallmark movies.
Discovery Plus.
But like they don't have movies on Discovery Plus, but suddenly there's a whole like list of B-movie Christmas movies on there now, which is weird.
Okay.
I do love Discovery Plus, man. I just finished all 10 seasons of Ace of Cakes. It was a glorious journey. You know what they don't have on there?
What?
They don't have Trading Spaces from TLC. And I really wanted to watch that.
Good show.
I really wanted to watch that. It's not there.
Vern Yip and Genevieve, I don't remember her last name, but Ty Pennington. Oh my gosh. Man, that took me.
And they had that one lady that always screwed up the house. There's that one that's like the redheaded lady.
Curly
she
lady.
Always
I don't remember her name.
It was awful.
Paige?
So, I don't know. But I know that there's like one. I remember one where she took a bunch of not crepe paper, but the paper, like gift paper that you stuff in the bag, tissue paper, and just stapled it all over an entire wall, sticking outward. I'm like, that's a horrible decision. That paper will rip in a heartbeat if you look at it funny. That stuff's gonna rip. Why would you do this? Why do they keep letting her on the show? Every time. Oh, I really wanted to watch it. And it went on for so long, too. It was a long series.
It was a long time. I haven't started watching Christmas movies yet, but I have started watching
Hildy.
Hildy.
That's exactly the name.
That is right.
That's right.
I have started watching like Christmas baking challenges, which I feel like that's still acceptable at this point for all the haters that are out there like, no Christmas until after Thanksgiving. I mean, who lives like that anyway?
DJ Shane, thank you for those
things?
100 bits. You just missed the hype train, though. I didn't catch it, but that's all right. Just the fact that we got close to it makes me happy. Oh, man. Well, I'm gearing. My week's been normal, but I'm gearing up for next week.
Okay.
I get to go on a trip.
Oh, yeah.
It's different than what I told you, though. It has changed. It has taken on many different forms since we last spoke.
Okay. Where are you going?
So initially, we were going to go to St. Louis.
Right.
We were going to go with my father-in-law, and it's actually Daedra's boss, but we weren't going technically with him. Greg was going with him, and we were going with Greg because they're best friends. But his trip Daedra's boss's trip got canceled or postponed. And so now we're like, okay, well, maybe we don't want to go to St. Louis because it's going to take us 2 days to get up there with the trailer and the baby.
Yeah.
And then we'll have one full day there, and then we'll have 2 days back. So let's go someplace where we can drive in 1 day, and we'll have 3 days there.
Yeah.
And then drive 1 day back. So it looks like we've settled on Denver.
Nice.
Because there's a lot of cool things going on over there right now. But the thing that clinched it for us is that Meow Wolf has just opened their third installation in Denver.
Nice.
Called Convergence Station. And it looks mind-boggling.
Denver's nice. I will say that. That's where I first learned that I couldn't travel without Chris. Because I kicked a kid in the head and ran over a handicapped woman's foot. And do you remember that story?
Barely.
Oh.
Tell it for the people.
Oh my gosh. I went on a business trip with my boss for training purposes when I was still working in HR for the school district here. And I don't remember, there was something that happened on the way out there, but I don't remember what exactly that was. Just me being irresponsible somehow or some way. But on the way home,
No.
what?
No.
No. On the way home, we are in the Denver airport, and you have to take a like a tram to get from one terminal to the next. And it's more like a subway, I guess, that's built in. But anyway, I roll my suitcase onto the little subway thing, and there's a lady in a wheelchair. And you know how you have those little feet things that your feet are supposed to sit on when you're sitting in a wheelchair? Yeah, her feet were on the floor, and they were out in front of the wheelchair. And as I rolled my suitcase on, it like got stuck. And so I yanked it real hard, you know? And as I yanked it, it rolled over top this woman's foot. And I felt like pure garbage.
Did she scream?
She did not scream. She definitely said, ow, and kind of looked at me like, you stupid person.
You stupid person.
Yeah. But then we board the plane, and for some reason, my bag has to go all the way to the very back. It's packed full because I did a bit of shopping while we were there. So it's packed full, and I'm like trying to cram it in the overhead compartment, and have to take a shoe out because that's like the one thing that's keeping it from actually fitting. So I take a wedge out, which falls and dun, 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 you know, makes this huge scene. And so then I'm like, you know what? I'm not quite tall enough. Let me just stand on this armrest here to really give myself some leverage and oomph to push that bag up where it needs to go. And just as I go to stand up on the armrest, the kid sitting in the seat leans his head forward, and I like clock him right in the forehead with my knee super hard. Super hard. And the mom is looking at me like, you stupid person. The kid is screaming bloody murder because I've just given him a concussion. I know I have. And I'm just standing there with this wedge in one hand and like trying to push my overstuffed bag. Oh, it was awful. It was absolutely awful. I got home. I like kept it together the entire time, but I got home and just broke down crying to Chris, and I was like, I can never travel without you. I can't.
I am just a massive human.
I can't do it.
So this was Denver. You said it had like a weird tram kind of thing that
Yeah.
goes back. Yeah, I'm remembering that now. I'm pretty sure that's where we had a layover for Las Vegas when we went. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Those things are big too. Was it just packed full, or was she just really close into the door?
She was like right there inside the door. And so like, here's another thing. I have a slight fear with these kind of like subway tram things. I'm terrified that it's going to take off and I'm going to be like halfway in, halfway out. I'm going to lose my bag or my arm or my head or something. I don't know. And so I'm like really trying to, I'm feeling the pressure of this thing's going to go any minute. My suitcase is not coming. I ran right over that lady's foot. What are you going to do?
So
She's probably listening and she's like, I'm that lady.
Goodness gracious, man.
Yeah.
What is your life?
A mess.
So anyway, we're going to go to Meow Wolf, and we're going to go to they have a big aquarium there too. They have a cool children's museum. We're going to have a whole lot of fun, and it'll be Daedra's last week of maternity leave. So
Nice.
We'll get home. She'll have one day to recover, and then she has to go back to work.
You know what they also have a lot of there? Dispensaries.
Yeah. Marijuana.
If you see a green cross, it's not a medical
Yeah.
center.
No, yeah. Daedra and I we drove through there. We drove to Colorado Springs, and then we took like this long path through the mountains to get up to
right.
Mount Rushmore.
Right.
But as we were driving into Colorado Springs, we saw like this big, like, just it looked like a barn, it looked like a dairy
Yeah.
building,
Yeah.
or like a grain factory or something, one of those big things. But it had a big green cross on it. And I'm like, green cross dairy. I'm like, what in the world is that?
Yeah.
So we're driving, and I'm just like, I don't know what that was.
then
It
you
wasn't a
see another
hospital.
one.
I'm like, it's like a cow veterinarian place. Do they use green crosses instead of red crosses?
Right?
What's happening? It wasn't until we were like in the middle of downtown, going to a a restaurant and I saw another one like in a strip mall and it said dispensary and had that green cross. I'm like, oh, I forgot. Weed. They do the weed here.
Uh-huh.
And that's going to be us starting next year. So that's
Yeah.
interesting. New Mexico is on the path to Colorado. Speaking of that, I'm surprised
I know. I'm waiting for a
hasn't already
comment.
said something.
I'm waiting. She hasn't said anything.
Oh, I forgot weed.
Is this episode 420?
This is not episode 420, but this week will take us through episode 418. And then our Thanksgiving special is going to be 419. And so the very next week we'll start with episode 420. So it's like it was predestined to be about nefarious substances. So we're going to
We're going
talk
to
about it.
explore it.
talk about it. All right. Let's
All
take a
right,
break
yeah.
right here. When we come back, monkey flipping snakes on this Monday to Friday plane.
Stick around.
Oh, gosh,
on
you
a
guys.
plane.
Snakes on a plane. You will probably be passing by a certain LTN community manager. Oh, you know what? I probably will. If we had the time or the gumption, we might stop. But I don't think we will have the time or the gumption. We'll see, though.
I would stop.
Probably not on the way up, but maybe on the way back. We'll
And
try
I
and
don't
figure
even know
out.
who it is.
It's Silver. Silver lives in that direction.
Matthew,
What?
you better stop.
I said I'll try and figure out a way to do it on the way back.
Kaylee just said that I look really pretty.
Oh, so
Because
nice.
the microphone is hiding my face.
You ever seen Spaceballs with Pizza the Hut? That's what she looks like behind the microphone.
Shut up, Matt. Shut your pie hole. Shut your pie hole.
All right. Matt, KY detoured by about 2 hours to visit me on the way home from a trip. You can detour to me. Look, it's not just me, okay? I'll have a whole battalion of people who don't know who Silver is. So I have to do some convincing, all right? Chill out.
A whole battalion.
Whole battalion.
Whatever.
Spaceballs is an amazing movie. I need to rewatch it again.
Sure.
Ludicrous speed. All right. Let's go. Welcome back to the Back Row Morning Show. I'm Radio Matt.
And I'm Mo.
And we're changing things up for this season, including what we record live on Twitch. Each week, we record our shows the Friday or Saturday before with our friends on Twitch. Follow us on twitch.tv/LTN on air to be notified when we go live and to join our Discord at backrowdiscord.com for after the show discussion and even opportunities to be on the show yourself. But before we go any further, it's time for Mo's Fact of the Day.
Fact. Cappuccino takes its name
Fat
from the...
cappuccino. It sounded like you said fat when you sang it. Fat.
Cappuccino takes its name from the 16th century Capuchin friars. The color of the espresso milk mixed with frothed milk was similar to the color of the Capuchin robe.
That word makes me uncomfortable.
Capuchin?
Yeah.
Capuchin?
I don't know why.
Capuchin.
It just makes my hackles go up.
Capuchin.
It gives me the giblies.
Ew, that
Gibbly,
word
gibbly.
is worse than capuchin.
Gibble, gibble.
Gibblies. Ew. Gross. I don't even
Gibblies.
stop it. I don't even know what you mean right now, but I don't like it.
And where you go,
Stop
that's
it.
the giblies.
Yeah,
right there.
that's exactly apparently what you saying that word gives me. So, no, thank you.
I'm going to say it so often now
No.
that I know you don't like it.
Uh-uh.
All right. It's over to our weird news desk. We got 3 stories here that you
My
might
bad.
not have heard yet. It's all right. I'm going to give up on that being your line.
Okay, thanks. Appreciate it.
In the deserts of Australia and the U.S., engineers are dusting off aircraft, testing engines, and ridding them of rattlesnakes. Snakes
on a plane.
I'm not even going to read the whole story. I'm just going to give you the overview. Essentially, they grounded so many planes during COVID because nobody was flying that they just sat there in the desert Like they couldn't put them in hangars or anything. They don't normally sit in hangars. So they just sat there unattended in the desert, especially in Australia, and got all snaked up. Tons of snakes and bugs all up in all those airplanes. So just know that snakes can hide pretty well in like mechanics and seats and all kinds of things. So the odds that one's going to make it through, pretty high. And that might be the next plane that you're on. So enjoy that thought. They've been living off of pretzels and expired 7-Up for the last 7 months. They're ready for meat.
Matt.
Yes.
I'm going to need you to do a parody.
Another parody.
Okay, you ready?
Sure.
I don't remember the name of the song, but I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. Feels good to get out of the rain. Like all of that.
I've been
in the desert
with these snakes on a plane. Something like that.
We'll
get there. We got something there.
See?
We got something there.
See? You're welcome.
All right. Tropicana has announced an orange juice friendly toothpaste. Tropicana toothpaste was announced on the brand's Instagram page. I mean, anyone who's ever tried to drink a glass of orange juice soon after brushing their teeth knows that the lingering effects of toothpaste will make the juice taste much different and significantly worse than it usually does. Most people simply decide just not to eat or drink after brushing their teeth, but instead brush their teeth after breakfast, which makes so much more sense. But Tropicana has a new solution. The brand of fruit juices announced on social media that it'll be releasing a limited edition Tropicana toothpaste. As of this point, it's already out, November 1st. And it is said that it will not ruin the orange juice. I mean, that's as simple as that. I don't have an actual picture. It's just a white tube here. I don't see a picture of the actual product. Okay, that's a stock photo. So, yeah. But it does say that it has maximum OJ flavor protection. So, I don't know how they'll do that. I guess it says it's got the lack of the specific ingredient that causes the effect of the orange juice flavor. I don't know. Seems weird. I don't believe it. I don't trust it. It's not going to clean my teeth. Do you trust it?
Not even a little bit.
Do you drink orange juice?
Yeah.
You know, orange juice is just zombie juice, right?
I don't know really what you mean, but I do know that if I take a sip of orange juice right after I brush my teeth, it makes my mouth feel like a swamp. So.
Yeah, that's gross.
Yeah.
No, they're all orange juice is like pulped fruit, you know, and all that, and then held in tanks for forever. And there's no flavor by the time it's like ready to be put into bottles. Mm-hmm. And so they actually add like perfume that makes it taste like orange juice.
Yeah. Maybe that's the swampy feeling I get.
The mouth swamp.
The mouth swamp. Yep.
Get out of my mouth swamp. All right. And lastly, we got a PETA story, which I haven't had one in a while. What happened here?
Say it
What?
slower.
We have a PETA story?
Okay.
What did I say?
Nothing. I just wanted for you to really tell the listeners again what exactly we have with some bit of a break in between the two words. That's all.
Matt, that did not sound like PETA. Oh, did it sound like a...
Yeah.
Did it sound like...
Yeah. It did.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Have you heard about my PETA story?
Stop it.
It's about baseball. They want baseball in general, the whole sport, to stop calling them bullpens.
Oh my gosh.
Because it's insensitive to cows.
Stop it.
They want them to rename them the Arm Barn. And you know what? I love it. I'm 100% in. Arm Barn sounds awesome.
Says a person who earlier said that He's not that into sports. Doesn't
But
care about sports.
of all
you
the sports,
don't get a vote.
But of all the sports,
no.
that's my favorite.
No, you don't get a vote.
And I love
It
it
has been
live.
the bullpen for forever.
Okay, Miss Southern Baptist. This is the way we've always done
Ever.
it. We can't change it now.
That's exactly right. Listen,
Look, I
they
don't
went
agree-
one too
I
far.
don't agree with the
changing
reasoning.
The Redskins to the Washington football team. What? What?
We're getting deep. We're
Okay,
going
listen.
deep. This isn't about racism, Mo.
It's absolutely
Remember
not.
that thing we talked about, how it sounds bad when it comes back later?
It's absolutely not. And considering that most of my heritage is Cherokee Indian, I can say that. It really is. I really can. Fight me. But you cannot change bullpen.
Why? Why?
Because
Why can't you?
Introduce me to one cow that is offended by the use of the word bullpen, please. Please.
Have you met all the cows, Mo?
No, but I
All
have
right,
face to face met a couple longhorns, and they don't seem to care what we call it.
That arm barn sounds so cool.
No,
Arm barn.
come up with that you just like it because it sounds like wrestling in some way,
Does,
shape, or
'cause
form.
An arm bar is a wrestling move.
See? No.
I love it though. So, did you hear about, because you brought this up, did you hear about the Cleveland changed to Guardians, right? Did you hear that there's already a Cleveland Guardians and that they're suing the baseball team? I believe it's a roller derby team. They've had the name trademarked. They've sold merch
for them.
for like 6 years now.
Good for them. One Cleveland team going up against another one. You know what? That's Cleveland for you.
What could be more Cleveland?
Sucks. Oh, it's rocks, huh?
It's Cleveland Rocks.
Yeah, I don't think that's right.
Look, Drew Carey would be pretty upset with you right now.
I don't care. Really don't. Really don't. The only other football team that I dislike more than the Steelers is the Browns.
Browns has always been such a terrible name.
That's the next team that's going to get their name changed.
Well, no, I mean, I understand. But no, because when I think of that, the way it's said, Browns, I think of poop. I think of,
and listen,
of diarrhea. I got the Browns.
Their uniforms look like a bunch of Tootsie Rolls running around out on the field.
Oh, what a show. Let's take a quick break.
When we come back, how the Matrix changed the world.
Stick around. Oh, so that's our main topic for the show. That's the main topic for this show, but the main overarching topic for the week is we're going to be talking about the simulation theory, where it's actually one of the fastest growing scientific theories among like legitimate scientists, like big names. And it could be more likely that we are actually living in a simulated world than the real world. It's fun. It's going to be really fun. I'm going to love every bit of it. And Mo's going to hate it.
Exactly. And so then next week, when you ask me how my week has been and I say absolutely awful,
I can say, well, don't worry, it's not real.
No, remember, it was all your fault because I lived in this fear and worry and doubt and questioning for an entire week of, is it all fake? Is somebody just controlling everything I do? Because if it's true, please somebody scale back on the teenage moodiness in my house, please. Just a little.
Hey, 3, yeah, that's what we're going to get to on episode 3, how that and many other growing theories actually tie into like a faith aspect. So yeah, it's going to be a good week. It's going to be a fun discussion.
You know who I think would be really upset if it was all like simulation? The Spurgeons. Like, they forever have something cruddy happening. You know,
if they're lab rats in an experiment, yeah, I gotcha.
like who did y'all make mad?
Okay. It's all inside baseball here, guys. You're not getting any of what we're saying.
Hey, hold up. Some of them do know, so it's not.
One of them do know.
Apparently, Rev Kev is on here too.
Rev Kev just got there.
Okay.
He just showed up. He said, does Finland exist? That is a theory, that there's no such thing as Finland. Like, it's not really there. It's all faked. But we're not going to be talking about that this week.
My brain already hurts.
Can we not, guys? Can we just not? All right. Hey, we're going to be joining the morning show here in a bit. So if y'all want to get on, we're going to be talking about Christmas. We're going to talk about if it's too early. What is too early? To start listening to Christmas music.
We're really doing this?
Yeah. Or watch Christmas movies or decorate for Christmas. Those could be all the same answer or different answers, whatever you have. But we're going to be talking about it, and we're going to let y'all run wild because y'all have heard our opinions. But we're going to start our Tuesday show first. We're talking about the holidays.
It was Oriel's idea to discuss this? Then?
It was, yeah. It was Oriel's idea.
Oriel coming through.
Oriel brought the heat. As soon as you said it, I'm like, yes, absolutely, we're going to do that.
And then was my post today just like confirmation that, yep, that's what we are definitely arguing about.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be good. I figure we've told our thoughts and your journey many times.
I don't feel like everybody knows my journey, though, so
I'm pretty sure you told it last week.
Didn't
you tell it last week? Well, you can recap it today. It's okay.
Thanks. I just like to talk every now and then, that's all.
I can't think of anything funny to say. A lot of mean things I thought of.
Rude.
Like, that may be too far. It might be too far. Okay. Here we go.
Rise and shine, nerds.
Welcome to episode 417 of the Macro Morning Show, part of the Love Thy Nerd podcast network and the official exclusive morning show for LTN Radio. I'm Radio Matt, the station manager and chief radio nerd. I'm 18 years saved, 16 years married, 11 years recovered, 7 years a father, and 36 years a nerd.
And I'm Mo, a lot of things wrapped up in one small but loud package, your very own casserole of a co-host, doing my best to bring the best, but one thing I'm not is good at math.
Today on the show, is this world a simulation?
Also on the show today, our Discord will debate a topic about Christmas.
Why do you sound exhausted with me already?
Because listen.
I'm coming in hot. I'm a lot this morning. Is that what you're saying?
Coming in hot. I'm a lot. Got rhymes all the time.
Bringing the rhymes every time. But first, today is Tuesday, November 9th, 2021, and we got some holidays to celebrate.
That's right. It is National Fried Chicken Sandwich Day.
What? Okay, look, guys, I got a bone to pick with the whole world.
I got a bone to pick with you.
There have been now 2 opportunities where one day I will have a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich, and the next day I will have a Popeyes chicken sandwich. Who is brainwashing the planet into thinking that Popeyes chicken sandwich is anywhere near as good as that Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich?
Louisianans.
This thing has so much flavor. This thing is just a bunch of crunch and normal chicken flavor. Like, is that what people want? Is they just want to be
get the
feeling
Cajun
like
flavor?
A little bit, but it's not anything near to the actual like juiciness of this chicken. It's a fried chicken. It's a piece of fried chicken. It's an extra crispy piece of fried chicken with a little bit of that Cajun seasoning in it. But it's not a flavor bomb like this thing is. I'm imagining them in my hand, by the way.
Okay, but I will say, as far as flavor is concerned, I do think that Popeyes does better on flavor.
Well, look, if you're letting them have the mayonnaise or whatever that they put on it, then yeah. That's not mayonnaise, but it's like a spicy something or other, then sure. But that's not comparing apples to apples. I order it without that sauce because I don't like that sauce anyway. And it's chicken and pickles. Those are the 2 things you're comparing, right? Mm-hmm. That's what should be the comparison.
Chicken and pickles.
If you're going to drench it in sauce, then that's a whole different sandwich. And nobody is making that a point to say. If you're drenching it in sauce, it's not the same sandwich. So you can't compare them. It's like comparing a naked chicken wing and a honey barbecue chicken wing. Those are 2 very different chicken wings.
Chicken wing, hot dog and bologna.
That's a copywritten song. You can't say.
Cheese and macaroni. That's what it should have been.
It was. I mean, it should have been. I agree. Is what I meant to say.
Anyway, I didn't realize that you were so passionate about chicken sandwiches.
Well, look, I wanted to like it. I wanted to like it. So I don't even like it a little bit. Like, it was just a disappointing sandwich. And I thought the first time, maybe it was just a fluke.
Sure.
And so I had it a second time at a completely different location in a different state. And it was the same. And just as DJ Jane Shane is saying in here, then you should compare Popeye's sandwich to Burger King sandwich. Guess what? I've had the Burger King chicken sandwich on many, many occasions, also sans the sauce. It is amazing. It is second only to Chick-fil-A. It was miles above Popeye's chicken sandwich. Miles. Streets ahead. Streets ahead. That's right. I'm complimenting Burger King over Popeye's. Fight me.
Hey, so it's also go to an art museum day.
I love art museums, guys. So we talked about yesterday how we're going to go to Meow Wolf in Denver, which is a different installation.
Right.
We've had Meow Wolf in Santa Fe for several years as the first installation, the House of Eternal Return or something like that.
House of Weird.
It's a giant art installation that you're on the inside of. It is just mind-boggling and amazing.
It is pretty awesome.
Yeah, and they have one. They opened one earlier this year in Las Vegas at Area 15, and it's called Omega Mart. And so it's like this surreal supermarket.
Okay.
They even have like commercials for it where one was like a PSA. A word of warning to Omega Mart customers. Some of our customers have mistaken Omega Mart lemons for actual lemons. If you were affected by this, please return your Omega Mart lemons at any of our 15 locations or whatever. And it's got a picture of a lemon, and by the end, it like flips around and there's an eyeball on it blinking. Like, it's a bunch of weird, goofy stuff, but there's like portals and a whole story behind everything that you can discover as you're going in. It's just this really amazing thing. They're all great. And so this one just opened up apparently like last month in Denver. And so we got our tickets. I cannot wait.
What is it?
The Convergence Station. And so it looks a lot more like the original one in Santa Fe from the video that I saw, but like bigger. It is a 4-story building. I'm excited. I'm excited. It's like being in a dream. It really is.
Well done.
But yeah, even just normal art museums, I really like. We went to one in, where was it? Nashville, I think. We went to one in Nashville. That was really neat. Didn't have a whole lot because of COVID. Like half the building was closed down. But there was one installation that was all American flags, but they were tattered ones.
Yeah, you were.
One from every state. One from a school in every state.
In every state, yeah.
There was a guy that went around and would offer to replace the flag that had been up there for forever. It was all tattered and torn with a brand new one. And then he'd take that one and he built this beautiful display with them. It was very neat.
Is it the place that KY is talking about here in the chat?
Popeyes?
No, here.
There you go. The Frist. Yes, it was the Frist. Was the Frist. Yeah, it was really cool. It didn't have a lot, though, when we went. But we went during COVID. But we didn't have our kids with us anyway. But it was still really neat. Yeah. Wow. I never would have thought of the name again. But yeah, that's the one.
The Frist.
Yeah, Nashville was great. I know we're not talking about that right now, but Nashville was really good. We had a blast there. I've just walking down the main drive downtown where all the restaurants have like these open windows and there's a different band on every floor of every restaurant playing and you're just being surrounded by music. It was surreal. It was really cool. Like I've never experienced that kind of feeling before. Loved it.
Nice.
And we went to the Johnny Cash Museum. That was fun too.
But I do have to say East Tennessee is way better. Just throwing that out there.
It's always about rivalries with you.
No, it's not. Not always.
So once a week,
I didn't even weigh in on the whole chicken sandwich thing. Jeez. You the one got a rivalry.
You're the one with the bee in your bonnet.
Exactly.
About that sandwich.
Not a sandwich.
Once a week, we like to open up our Discord, backrowdiscord.com, for some of our back row buds to argue some of the internet's favorite arguments. Halloween is long since over, and we are several days into November now, so it's clearly on everybody's minds. Mo and I have shared our thoughts about this, but we want to hear from you. When is it okay to start decorating for Christmas, playing Christmas music, and watching Christmas movies? So we're going to jump into our chat. We've got a few people in there now. If you're watching on Twitch Live with us, you can jump in if you wish to
Jump in.
to give your opinion. But here we go.
Spicy. Oh,
Hello.
I mean, never mind.
All the voices.
Are y'all talking sandwiches?
They are talking sandwiches.
I just joined. I don't know what I walked into.
How dare you?
You don't want to know what you walked
How
into.
dare you have your own discussion?
Whose voices do I hear? Lark, and is Thray in there?
Thray is in here. Gray's
I
in.
probably even couldn't try to
Oreo.
explain what
Lark.
they were saying when I walked in.
It's all
'cause
my
I don't know if
peeps.
that's safe to air.
Okay. Let's did y'all hear the question, or are y'all too busy talking about chicken?
Well,
We
why
were-
don't
we
you
were-
We're not
read it
talking
one
about
more
We were
time?
too busy talking.
When is it okay to start decorating for Christmas, playing Christmas music, and watching Christmas movies? Those can be all the same answer or different answers, depending on your theory.
My answer was long.
So,
Uh-oh.
decorating
Decorating,
Music.
music and movies.
movies.
Who wants to go first?
So,
Lark.
Lark.
depends
apparently is
on
going
where
first.
and why. Because if you are like in a band, which I have been for years, you really gotta just accept that the Christmas music is coming in September, because otherwise you're not gonna have it ready by the December concert. However, also, like, if you're in like a college setting where like everyone leaves by mid-December, they typically get the Christmas decorations out like mid-November. But if you are not in one of those situations, Black Friday is the day that you're allowed to put your Christmas stuff up, and don't you dare watch the Christmas movies, except for Nightmare Before Christmas. That's a Halloween movie. Don't watch the actual Christmas movies until after Thanksgiving, please.
I feel like Nightmare Before Christmas is a transitional movie.
The only thing that I just agreed with Lark there on is that Nightmare Before Christmas is a Halloween movie. That's the only
I
thing
know,
that we
I-
agreed
Funny
on.
enough,
This is
the
the first time I've
I watched
agreed with
Nightmare
Lark.
Before Christmas was last year. I think that was the first time I like actually sat through and watched the whole thing.
I mean, it's in the
last year.
name. The Nightmare Before Christmas equals.
But the theme song is
Halloween.
This is Halloween.
This is Halloween. I would sing
Like
it,
it's
but we're on
answering
the
your
air.
question.
Yeah,
Is
but
this
I'm just
Christmas or a
saying.
Halloween movie? This is Halloween. This is Halloween.
It's a
Halloween,
Thanksgiving movie. I've solved it.
All right.
This is how to be wrong twice.
All right.
Well,
Who's-
if we want to be wrong, let's at least be wrong with something relevant to the movie. It's an Easter movie.
All right, Oriole. What are your thoughts? This was your question.
So I used to be in the whole camp of you've got to wait until after Thanksgiving to give everyone to, because I always was like, oh, well, people are just focusing too much on Christmas and not giving Thanksgiving its due time. But as I've gotten older, I just kind of am like, you know what? Let people do what makes them happy, and
It's
I
like,
will do what I do. And if Christmas stuff starts coming out before Thanksgiving, it's okay.
right.
I'm not gonna, but I don't want to hear all Christmas music all the time until after Thanksgiving, because I feel there's only so many Christmas songs.
And only so many times you can hear it. Yeah.
Exactly. That's my thing with it, is that you can only hear it so many times in a short period of time before it gets old.
Oh, I can
But-
listen to Christmas Shoes day after day.
Ugh. But like what you're thinking about, respecting Thanksgiving and stuff. It's like, it's almost like we're giving feelings to the holiday.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, don't hurt Thanksgiving's feelings. It deserves its time in the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thray, what do you got for us?
Oh, well, I feel like the three things are kind of separate, at least in my brain.
Yeah.
And I also think that each year is its own animal. I historically have always been a after Thanksgiving person, but as time went on, how I looked at each of these things was a little different. First off, Hallmark waits for no man. Every Friday they have Christmas movies. Doesn't matter what month it is.
June?
So if you go over and you're at a lady of the church's house and she's got some casual TV program on, chances are it's Hallmark Channel playing a Christmas movie in, maybe August, because that's not even Christmas in July anymore. It's just August Christmas movie on Friday. But anyway, there's certain Christmas movies that definitely wait until the season of, and those tend to actually be better or more nostalgic.
The big ones. Yeah.
But decorating, maybe the core of decorating waits till after Thanksgiving. But the music, that's harder for me. For those that find November to be a very hard month, it's easier to start the music early. Because not all the Christmas music, but a lot of the Christmas music has a nostalgia to it, so you have fond memories attached to the songs. In the most part, Christmas songs are full of hope and encouraging for a future to come, despite it being dark and gloomy. And there's always the history behind each of the songs. I mean, some of them, of course, are just jingles, basically. But also, there's some incredible stories behind some carols and some songs that once you get to be familiar with some of them, you really kind of enjoy hearing those when you're, not having a great day or something. So I'm totally okay with the music starting as soon as it's possible to justify.
November 1st.
Yes. But not necessarily I'm going to blast this in your ear and it's always going to be the materialistic songs all the time. Yeah, no Rockettes for me, thanks. No. But,
all right, real quick, Twitch chat. Thank you, Moviga, for that raid there. Bringing over a few folks. Very much appreciate you. And KY, thank you for that resubscription. I told you it'd eventually pop up. And, a hype train is close. What was that? Farm blog. Who'd we get? Who did that? Who was nice? Jay and Pay. Jay and Pay, thank you so much. 5 gifted subs. You rock, dude. You're the best. All right, so we are in the middle of our
arguing on
Discord segment, and we're talking about Christmas. We're talking about when is it too early to play Christmas songs, watch Christmas movies, or decorate for Christmas. And we got one more person to jump in here, and that's Grayson. What do you got to say, my friend? Thank you for the bits. Oh, we got a hype train. Guys,
yay,
we got a hype train. Thank y'all.
Okay. I might have an unpopular opinion, and that's just fine with me. I'm all about those.
That's usual.
I have the most unpopular opinions out of everyone I've ever seen. It's great.
I disagree with you. No, I'm just kidding.
Halloween all year, no Christmas. Is that your opinion?
Yeah. We love Halloween here.
What do we got?
Seriously though, I say, a week before Thanksgiving is okay for Christmas music song or Christmas music decorations and all that nonsense. Nonsense. Yeah.
How dare you?
Thank you for those bits, or Hill and Lark.
Is that your opinion?
Is that it?
Is that it? Is that all you got for us?
You have a justify?
It's not much, you know.
Like, that's just what I feel. All right, why don't you respect my thoughts?
Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah, just because it's like, quick, and everyone else had like long, drawn out explanations of everything. I've been gifted a sub. Thank you, Gabigan.
Shoot, Gabigan, thank you. Another 5 gifted subs over here, getting us the hype train level 300%, I think.
I don't know, but there's like confetti going off all over the.
The whole celebration thing takes a really long time before you can figure out what just happened. There we go. Level 3 complete.
All
awesome.
right.
Thank y'all. Y'all are the best. This will be our second hype train, I think, ever. So
Ever.
that's really cool. All right.
Are you going to give your opinion?
For those that don't know, what do hype trains do?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm not even sure.
I mean, pretty much are just Twitch's way of saying, yo, a lot of people gave some bits and subs.
Right,
Let's try
yeah.
to get more people to give gifts and subs.
Yeah.
Because we're all really excited about this channel.
When a certain number of people give in a row, like in a short amount of time, it'll launch a hype train, but it has to be different people. It's not about the amount, it's about the amount of people. Then once the hype train started, everybody can just pile on and keep giving. And I think you can get all the way up to a full level 5 hype train. I don't know how much that entails or what that means, but we're 30%
I think
into
you can
level 4.
set the hype train.
You can tweak it
difficulty.
in some settings.
Can
yeah.
you? Okay, I've never even looked into that.
Yeah, I know Asia tweaked hers to make it easier to hit.
Thank you, Eel Davis, for that 1 bits. Okay. Oh, and I missed one, didn't I?
I don't know.
Oh, Eel Davis said 100 bits before that. So 101 bits from Eel Davis. Thank you.
Is it Dalmatians?
101.
101.
All right, are you
what
going
a
to weigh
wonderful
in, Matthew?
jacket. What a
Matthew,
wonderful coat.
Coker, are you going to weigh in?
I mean, I'm all about Christmas. I could do it all year long. Bubba's very much the same way. He said if I had it my way with LTN radio, it'd be 90% Christmas music beginning November 1st. And I said, yeah, but we'd lose a lot of people.
See, and you may have missed my thing in chat, but because of the hype stuff and all. But I actually said that what you guys play on the radio for Christmas, I don't mind the music for that.
Okay.
So I would actually be okay. Normally, I have always been dead set against hearing Christmas music until after Thanksgiving.
We
But
do
You heard
try-
it here, folks. After the show, Christmas season
all
starts.
Christmas music. No, we do try to number one, pick songs that are either not classics or reimagined classics, as at least half of what we have in the catalog, and then the rest are classics that are done by better artists that don't get played enough.
right.
So you're not going to hear the same. You're not going to hear the. I feel like the overlap between the Christmas music that like K-Love is going to play and the Christmas music we're going to play is maybe 10% at most.
Right.
So yeah, at least you'll hear something different.
You just
on
threw
ours.
them right under the bus,
Exactly.
huh?
I mean,
Also, am I
that's why we do
weird
it.
for thinking that no good
Yes.
Christmas music has come out in the past 10 years or so?
You're
Yeah.
not
You
only
are
weird,
completely
you're
wrong.
incredibly wrong, which is
Super.
very,
Very,
typical.
very
I also, I'm
Let
also,
Matt
I also
show you. Just
I
let
also-
Matt make a
I al-
playlist and
don't
show
Exactly.
you.
listen to. I don't really expand on my music horizons very
And
much.
that's
I
your
really don't.
problem.
Okay.
Neil Davis, thank you for
Like-
the subs, the gifted subs. My goodness, you're going hard here. Thank you very much. Yeah, sweet. The 8
It is
Polish
kind of
foods
a-
of Christmas,
Oh, sorry.
KY. Oh my gosh, the 8 Polish foods of Christmas. Have y'all heard that? The VeggieTales song. It's so
No.
wonderful.
Oh,
What were you gonna
we
say?
had a
Frank?
VeggieTales Christmas album when I was.
I don't have a kid, so therefore no.
It was the second Christmas
good.
album
That's
to
a
get
good thing
banned
for you.
by
You
my
are
family.
a kid.
The first was Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Dre, what were you gonna say before I cut you off?
Oh, I was just saying that it's interesting sometimes to look at different decades of quote unquote Christmas carols and see how they change, how they don't change.
Yeah.
They tend to get whinier, to be honest.
More
Well, I mean,
needy. More gimme.
I kind of feel like we as a people have gotten a little bit whinier. But
Eel
Jeez.
Davis and with 2 more gifted subs. Jay and Pay with more bits. Level
Are we gonna
5
get
hype
like
train. Holy cow.
wow.
Are we gonna get a
It-
420% level 5 hype train or something like that?
Yeah.
At what point does this turn into like a bullet train instead of a
bullet
hype
train.
train? I have all sorts of
We had about
questions.
500.
I mean,
That
the other day I
happens.
saw someone get like a 30,000% hype train. So
I mean, I feel
I
like
have
that
so many
happened
questions on what
during
happens.
LTN Con. LTN Con, they got a hype train, and then within like 3 minutes, it was level 5 full. Like they just kept. Thank you again, Farm Blog, 100 bits. There's a lot. What do you got to do here? We're at 7%. Level 5 requires support events totaling 6 tier subs or 3,000 bits. Sheesh, we're already up to 26, 27.
Okay.
Thank you for those bits.
I feel like this is Dragon Ball Z Kai all over the place.
Oriole, thank
It's
you for the
over a
gifted
certain
sub.
number. I don't know what means.
Kabiga, thank you for the 500 bits. Jeez, are y'all gonna do it? Now I want you to do it. I'm not greedy, but now
Get it
I'm.
to
My
it'll,
answer
it'll,
is
That would be
I'm not
hilarious.
competing
it'll
for it. What do
really
you
hurt
think?
my. It'll hurt my OCD if you don't get it to 100 now on the last one. Everybody listening on the radio later, Oriole,
Right.
thank you for the gifted sub.
Oh man, this is gonna be great
This is
to
what we
listen
do.
to.
This is what we do on Twitch, guys.
This
is
is what
fun.
you're missing out on. If you're not on Twitch,
All right,
then
well,
you're missing out.
Friends in our Discord, thank you so much for joining us.
I didn't even get to
Oh,
weigh in.
I'm sorry. Jump in. Throw some elbows. Sheesh. You gotta
threw a
speak.
lot
This is
of
the
elbows.
same.
I
This is the
love
same
you.
advice I give you during Among Us
Shut
night.
up.
Throw your elbows and start talking.
You're gonna go back and listen, and you're gonna realize that several times I was like, "So can I?"
Mo,
can I-
hush. We just
Hey,
got
Beth.
5 more
Hey,
gifted subs.
See, exactly.
Oh, what's your
From
opinion on the
Dominion.
matter?
Thank you.
I keep trying. See, and there's Thray, like always, trying to give me time to talk.
Dre's trying to be the moderator.
Matt, I'm gonna keep talking until you
Level
stop
5
talking.
complete. We're at 143. Y'all rock. Thank
Matt.
y'all. Thank you so much.
Matt.
So we're going to move on to our next segment. No, I'm kidding.
Matt, shush.
Oh, Mo wanted to talk. I apologize. Y'all are
Okay,
awesome. Thank
Yes,
you.
the megaphone.
Do you right? That's
Meg.
what I need.
The
The
megaphone.
megaphone. Okay.
Dying over here.
So, 1 Corinthians 13:11 reminds us that when I was a child, I spoke like a child, I thought like a child, I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I gave up childish ways. So, if you go back to the early days of our podcast, you will hear me arguing with great intensity that Christmas must wait until the day after Thanksgiving, that Thanksgiving is necessary for Christmas, because if you do not take that time to be thankful, then you truly cannot celebrate what Christmas is actually about. And then 2020 hit. And we all needed a little more joy in our lives. We all needed a little more reason to find celebration.
I'm going to be stuck
And
in this
so-
house. I'm going to look at a pretty tree.
And so I decided, you know what? Who says that traditions have to remain the same always? Why can't traditions change? The reason that I stuck with the whole Thanksgiving comes before Christmas is because that's how my mom always was. That's how I grew up. And so I just carried on with her tradition and her mindset. And now I'm like, you know what? My tree is probably going to go up the first weekend in November. I won't put decorations on it. It'll just be a tree with white lights. I will listen to Christmas music as soon as my spirit tells me you need to start listening to Christmas music. And I will enjoy the Christmas movies as soon as I start feeling terribly depressed and know that I need to have some sort of false hope in these cheesy Hallmark Christmas movies. Right?
Amen. No.
Yeah.
I don't like the Hallmark movies. I'm gonna be honest.
Hey,
Well-
some of them are good.
Oh,
Most of them are
We
garbage.
named them after the random thing they throw into the mix with Guy B and Girl C. And then, oh, there's a cat in this one. Or, oh, that's the horse one.
Uh-huh,
Or,
exactly.
there's a firefighter in this one.
Or
So-
I mean,
Oh,
man.
Here comes the
you
weird
do know
misunderstanding.
what has you know what has 15 actors, 4 settings, 2 writers, and 1 plot.
Any
ABC
Hallmark
or
movie.
February,
Hallmark.
November, and December.
1,000 Hallmark movies.
So
Okay.
I did actually find this new game. It's a Hallmark bingo game that I'm going to play with every Hallmark movie that I watch to see if I can actually make bingo. And it's like the stupid
play with
cheesy-
you.
Yes, we need to.
Right.
We need to.
Before-
All right,
before we
Matt has
move
something
on,
else to say.
I have to acknowledge all these, and I was very quiet while you shared. DJ J. Shane, thank you for the 500 bits. Jay and Pay, thank you for 5 more gift subs. And let's see, there was one more at least. Eel Davis, thank you for the extra 50 bits you gave there. Whew, all told, that was great. I missed what it said already, how much it was, but That was a lot.
It was 21 subs, 2,152 bits.
Thank you very much.
Wow.
So yeah, a lot. That was great. We got to 245% of level 5 hype train. Y'all guys are so nice, and that's gonna be great. That'll help us. We usually use that money to either buy some stuff for the equipment and whatever that we need, or
Can I get a chair now, please?
hey, we actually have chairs already. We just need wheels.
Wait, hold on. Can you give me a new office chair? I desperately need one.
Just
I've had the same
wheels.
one
Wait,
for
can
about
I
4 years.
actually have a chair that doesn't constantly sink and break?
Oh, hey
No.
guys, the segment's over, so I'm gonna go ahead and close out the Discord.
Hi, Matt.
Love you guys.
Thank
Thank
you
y'all so much.
Hi, Mo.
Thanks for having
Bye.
You guys are great.
I always love arguing on Discord.
It's fun. All right, we're going to take a break here. When we come back, are you ready for super king size candy bars?
Stick around.
Oh, that was chaos, but loving chaos. And y'all are awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So
My heart.
your super king size candy bars comment just reminded me of my amazing kid that actually got a positive post about him posted to the wives
Oh,
page.
yeah.
Listen, there's like people posting to our community, Take Back Your Community page about like sharing doorbell cameras of teenagers stealing full candy buckets off of people's front porches.
I mean, that's your fault. Don't leave a candy bucket out.
Yes and no. I mean, yeah, it's a risk to leave a candy bucket out, but seriously,
But it's like putting that temptation. It's like you're testing people. Don't do that. Don't tempt people.
they took the whole bucket and all. Didn't even like dump the candy in there. No,
Look,
that's
this is
that,
what I'm
y'all,
saying. I'm not
listen.
saying it's right, but I'm saying putting a kid in that position in the first place is just asking for trouble.
Okay,
It's like you go to school, right? You go to your school and you leave the room, but you just stand on the outside of the door in the hallway just to listen to see if they're going to be loud or talk loud, just to wait for them to screw up in the classroom. And then you jump back in. Aha! I knew you weren't perfect children. Like, these are going to be immature kids. Don't
No.
leave a bucket of candy out there. They're going to
No.
take it. Someone's going to take it.
my students really are perfect students. They got top dog again last week, so
Top
you know.
dog?
But hold on,
Tell
but
your
for real, my 14-year-old can prove your argument totally wrong, because when he came upon a house that had an empty
Say all
candy
kids.
bucket, when he came upon a house that had a candy bucket, and they went to walk on, he heard some kids behind them, younger kids, whining, "Oh, there's no more candy." And so he turns around and from his own bag of candy starts passing out candy to the kids behind him. So not all kids are immature, sucky, cruddy kids. Because my one kid who I've questioned for the last 14 years of his
Usually
life,
is.
and I've prayed countless hours over, dear God, please let some of it stick with him. Please let some of it stick. It's apparently sticking.
Yeah.
It was really awesome
really
to
good.
see that post. Like, if your kid was dressed up as a giant cookie monster, you're doing a good job. And I'm like, thank you. My other two I already knew, but that one I needed the affirmation.
just for the record, that wasn't my hypothesis that every kid is a thieving, immature child. Just that odds are there will be one. Okay.
Anyway,
We aren't even recording for the show for that, are we? Yeah.
No, we're
Okay.
not.
Here we go. Back to the show. Welcome back to the Back Row Morning Show. I'm Radio Matt.
and I'm Mo.
And we've changed some things up for this new season, including what we record live on Twitch. Each week, we record our shows the Friday or Saturday before with our friends on Twitch. Follow us at twitch.tv/LTN on air to be notified when we go live. And you can join our Discord at backrowdiscord.com for after the show discussion and even opportunities to be on the show yourself, just like our last segment.
You gonna say before we go any further? Oh no,
Not
plus,
yet, because
sorry.
you have a line, Mo.
My bad. Plus, our normal Tuesday taste test will now only be available on our video platforms. So catch it live on Twitch or later in the week on YouTube at youtube.ltnonair.com. or you can go to our TikTok at the Back Row LTN.
As Mo gets her foot out of her mouth for trying to call me
That
out.
always happens on Tuesday. It wouldn't be a Tuesday if I didn't forget about it.
Before we go any further, it's time for Mo's Fact of the Day.
Yeah, it is. All right. The word museum comes from the Greek mauseon, which were temples dedicated to the muses and the arts they inspired. Around the 4th century BC, Aristotle founded a mauseon at his Lyceum school for the collection of specimens for his zoological studies.
This sounds like a mouse from Dragon Ball Z.
That's how I had to look. I had to phonetically write it out because I had to go and. How do you say this word? Okay, and then I phonetically mouse-a-on. Okay, yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Okay.
That
This
was a good fact. I
It was a good
waiting for
fact.
you to. Okay.
What? I'm sorry.
Now it's time we come.
I commented on it already. What do you
Now
want from
it's
me?
time that we come clean and admit that we're major junk food nerds, and every week we like to showcase and talk about junk food that has been recently announced or even spotted in stores and menus. We like to talk about it and discuss it.
Before we move on, a round of applause for Mo's Fact.
Hey, I've been doing that in the library. Can we give them a round of applause?
Around your head in a big circle.
Yep. I think the kids think I'm weird.
Oh, well, I mean, they don't think. You know.
Shh.
The library's closed.
Matt, are you talking? Shh.
Fanta is going to release a mystery flavored soda in July of next year under the guise of hashtag What the Fanta? Question mark.
Hi.
It is a zero sugar soda. It is blue in tint, but the color apparently is meant to be misleading. So I don't know what that
You know what also is meant to be misleading? Hashtag what the Fanta.
What the Fanta?
You know, it's going to end up being like hashtag WTF, and everybody's going to be like, no, it stands for what the Fanta.
Why the face? Smart Food is coming out with a Mary Berry popcorn mix that mixes popcorn with Captain Crunch berries.
Hey!
I've never thought of that combination before.
Hey.
But yeah, please. Yes, thank you. This month, expect to see new Reese's Super King packages featuring 6 cups.
That's a lot of cups.
Right? Technically, the package says it's 6 cups to share, but who are they kidding, right? The package is over a foot in length.
Good grief. Man. Oh, here we go again.
Oh, there's so much of it this week.
Here we
Coffee
go.
Mate is having its fans vote on which discontinued flavor to bring back. You can vote for up to 3 out of the list, but it doesn't say how many they plan to bring back. But your options are red velvet, butter toffee, espresso chocolate, amaretto, marshmallow hot cocoa, spiced latte, eggnog latte, gingerbread, spiced rum cake, and butter pecan. 10 options. The vote is on Coffee Mate's website, and it's going to go through the end of this month.
Nice.
Coffee Mate is also planning to launch in early 2022 a drumstick flavored creamer. That's the
The ice cream
cone, not the chicken.
Oh.
The creamer is vanilla ice cream flavor with notes of milk chocolate, peanuts, and waffle cone. And then International Delight is planning to release a new creamer for the end of the year that's a tie-in with Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And the flavor is Whipple Scrumptious Fudgy Caramel. Which, yeah, sure.
I want it now, Daddy.
Oh, man.
Yep. You're welcome.
So last year we talked about Purdue's Thanksgiving nuggets.
Nuggets.
Do you remember those? They were
yes,
2 different
yes.
nuggets. They have white meat nuggets in the shape of turkeys, and they have dark meat nuggets in the shape of drumsticks, all mixed together. Well, this year they're also releasing 2 specialty sauces to complement these nuggets. The new sauces are spiced apple honey mustard and cran barbecue.
Okay.
I mean,
They sound delicious.
go for it. Okay, this is a weird one. Jet puffed smogy s'mores sandwich. Jet Puff Marshmallows is partnered with an Italian sandwich shop and the best sandwich in New York City list frequenter, Alidoro, to crank out a s'mores and prosciutto hoagie mashup in honor of National Sandwich Day, which was last week.
I think that sounds good.
Alidoro created a graham cracker glazed hoagie roll slathered it with sea salt dark chocolate spread, layered on some toasted melty jet puff marshmallow, and topped it with thin crispy prosciutto. And people loved it.
So I
People
guess
went nuts
like
for it. The salty sweet apparently
Yeah.
was perfectly done.
I think let's
eat it.
Americanize it real quick because that's super Italian right there. That sounds very. It is. Yeah, it is. Whatever. All right, so take your typical American s'more and then put a crispy piece of bacon on top or right in the center.
Like, I've never thought about it,
I
but
know,
now
but
that you're
thinking
saying
about
it,
it
shoot.
right? I feel like it could be a game changer.
Shoot.
And basically, that's like level 1 smogy. This is like level 5 smogy. Like,
Jet Puff marshmallows have blue dye in them, KY Redhead says in our Twitch chat. That's weird. I always thought that marshmallow was automatically white. They have to put blue dye in it to make it white? That's weird. S'mores made with the Reese's cup. Yeah, I get it. That's a popular thing. But anyway, yeah. Next opportunity I get, Mo. Next time I'm camping with the family and we're going to do a fire, we're going to have s'mores, I'm going to peel off a piece of that bacon we're going to have for breakfast the next morning and give it a shot.
or just save breakfast from the morning. Save bacon from breakfast the
Yeah.
morning of.
Keep it
and
with you,
just,
something like that.
oh.
Put it in my pocket, save it for later.
Don't do that, because then you'll have a little bit of lint and maybe some pocket
Fire will
gum.
burn that off. You know. Great Value is coming out with some Christmas ice creams. They got Lumps of Coal, which is chocolate ice cream with fudge swirls and chocolate chips. Santa's Cookies, which is sugar cookie ice cream with red frosting swirls, sugar cookie dough pieces, and red and green sprinkles. And then Peppermint Cookies and Cream, which
They have
classic,
no
yeah.
explanation for. They
there's
just
no-
expect you
no
to know.
fancy name or nothing.
It's like Thin Mint.
Yeah, I guess that would be
Thin Mint means Oreo.
an Oreo Thin Mint.
An Oreo Thin Mint.
Or just the mint
A mint Oreo.
cookies. they have those already. It's been a thing for a while.
Whatever.
Peppermint chip milkshakes are back at Chick-fil-A. Cajun whole turkeys are available for pre-order at most Popeyes chicken places for Thanksgiving. And lastly, the 6th edition of the Bean Boozled Naughty or Nice box is out. The
Okay.
Christmas version of the Bean Boozled. Now, most of the Christmas version has mostly the same flavors.
Yes.
But they do trade out 2 new flavors every year. And so the original ones that are, I think, a part of the normal boxes too, are toasted marshmallow or stink bug, buttered popcorn or rotten egg, berry blue or toothpaste, which is the lifesaver no matter which one you get, peach or barf,
Yeah.
birthday cake or dirty dishwasher.
Water.
Water, sorry. What's the difference?
There really isn't one.
Juicy pear or booger, tutti frutti or stinky socks, and strawberry banana smoothie or dead fish. And then the 2 brand new combos for the 6th edition are cappuccino or liver and onions, and pomegranate or old bandage.
Oh, gosh.
I don't understand how.
Oh, I can't.
Just thinking about it. And Mo, I've got it for our taste test today.
Do you for
No, I
real?
don't. Heck no.
Listen, I was kind of
Heck no.
excited. We will do this. Yes, we will. We've done. Listen, you and your whole death chip. We gotta try everyone
Death chip
every
doesn't
year.
make me vomit.
No, it just makes you do other involuntary things.
Yeah, but I don't like to vomit more than anything else I don't like
Okay.
to do.
We have done
But I
the
don't-
Bean Boozled challenge
It was awful.
every year.
No, that's not the case at all.
Well,
we did it one time.
We're going to
once.
do the 6th edition
I don't understand why this is still such a popular thing to be sold all year round.
because of people like me. I
Like,
live
there's
for
so
it.
many
It is.
different-
It has become a Christmas tradition.
And also, just like KY is saying here, like, how do they get these gross flavors so right? Like, who's sitting there taste testing the perfect old bandage flavor until they get it
that
spot
one
on.
is really getting to me. It's
The grass flavor. Yeah, you know what? The
listen-
grass flavor kind of tastes like wheatgrass. Like, I mean, it
I
tastes
was
like
gonna
something
say-
you do eat.
that when it was the grass flavor,
Probably has a deficiency.
when it was the grass flavor and toothpaste and
Toothpaste was
and pencil shavings. Remember they did pencil shavings,
Yeah.
I think, for the Minions?
Yeah, that's right.
Those three were like,
And then Minion Fart was the other.
yes. Those three were lifesavers, honestly, in your box. If you got any of those three, you knew that you could at least push through. You could at least push through. But all the other ones,
I mean, I remember when we did it, I was praying that the blue one that I had was going to be toothpaste.
yeah.
And like we saved the blue. Like we had separated them all out in flavors and we were just going to have one of each, but we saved all the blues to have in between each
Yeah, as a palate cleanser.
hoping it would be the bad flavor, which is toothpaste, because it was such a relief
Yep.
compared to everything else.
It really was. Oh, man. I don't know. Cappuccino or liver and onions or
No.
pomegranate or Old Bandage. I don't.
I don't even like pomegranate. I'd be upset with either
I
of
don't know
those.
what it is about Old Bandage that is really making me like want to puke right now just thinking about it. I
Thanks for
can't.
that lurk, Darth Jack. Oh, man.
Oh,
We're going to take
gosh.
another quick break.
When we come back, is the world a simulation?
Stick around.
Oy.
If it is, why are we eating all this stuff? Quit making us eat this stuff.
Oh, I can't. I got goosebumps.
Why do you want to do it again?
Well, because it's a thing. It's a tradition.
Look,
Gosh, I can't listen. I'm getting to the point where I can't force my kids to do these things with me anymore. But you don't pay me, and I'm here voluntarily. So this is how you pay me. You do the Bean Boozle challenge.
I already
You
got
suck
you
it up
your
and
dang turkey flavored
yeah,
candy corn.
That's right. That's right.
How much nasty food do
There's
you want?
going to be like a month in between that one
okay, you
and
know
the
what?
jelly beans.
You crapped out on the last one chip challenge. So we're gonna bring Topher back in here.
I'll
and
do
he can
another
the
one chip
Bean
challenge
Boozle.
with you.
I'm not allowed to do another one chip challenge.
I know you're not.
These people here in our Twitch chat have forbade me from ever doing another one
Since when do you listen to the people in Twitch?
since they gave me a level 5 hype train today. Gave us.
See, here we
show,
go
you're
again. You,
Moving along for the ride.
I'm
I'm
kicking
kidding.
his
Sweets are
teeth.
different. Get out of here.
Thank you, Thray.
In what world is an old bandage a sweet?
I don't know if it's because like I've had so many surgeries so that I know like what an old bandage smells and looks like. I don't know if that's what it is that's really making me freak out.
Kaylee, that's the perfect answer. Next year, you and Topher will do the one chip challenge.
Hold up. Here's the perfect answer. I fly Haley's butt here, and she and Topher can do
And
the one
she
chip
and Mo
challenge.
will do the one chip challenge.
No, Kaylee and Topher can do
Get
it.
Mila to do it with you.
No.
Not my little girl. She just grew into her singing voice. I don't
Hold
want to
up.
ruin her throat.
My little girl is really starting to get quite a bit of sassy attitude. So,
Ooh, maybe as a punishment. That's it. You're doing the challenge with me.
yeah,
See how you like it.
that's right.
Every time you mouth off to me after this, you're going to just remember hot snakes.
Well, and
You'll be done.
she mouths off to me in the text message. Mom, can you pick me up from school today instead of Dad so I can stay in Miss Leatherwood's room? No, not today. Why? Girl, because I said no. And I was really kind about it, but I'm about to lose it on you.
Kaylee says, I would willingly fly out there and do the challenge.
All right, well, come on.
Okay, well, you'll be riding
Okay,
home in
hey,
a body
listen,
bag.
listen, is Toffee in the chat?
I didn't see
He's
him.
not in the chat, right?
No.
Okay,
He's watching
Kaylee?
a movie with somebody.
Oh, okay, yeah. The kids and Chris are watching a movie. Kaylee, listen. We're going to be in your area over Christmas.
All right, here we go. Wednesday, part 1. Let's do this.
Rise and shine, nerds.
Welcome to episode 418 of the Back Row Morning Show, a part of the Love Thy Nerd Podcast Network and the official exclusive morning show for LTN Radio. I'm Radio Matt, the station manager. Got a little ghosty there, didn't I?
It's past Halloween.
I'm Radio Matt, the station manager and chief radio nerd. I'm 18 years saved, 16 years married, 11 years recovered, 7 years a father, and 36 years a nerd. Mo just hurt herself.
I just cut myself with my own fingernail. And I'm Mo. A lot of things wrapped up in one small but loud package. Your very own casserole of a co-host. Doing my best to bring the best. But one thing I'm not is good at math and controlling my fingernails.
Mo's bleeding into that casserole right now.
Apparently.
Don't eat that casserole. Today on the show, does simulation theory provide a path to God for the unbeliever?
Also on the show today, Matt and I go head to head in a game for the title.
Yeah.
I forgot
Today's
this was
my
today.
day. Today's the day.
And all of a sudden I feel tons of pressure.
In months, and today is the day, everybody.
I feel all the pressure.
And I know the chat is going to go against. Already, Oriole's in the chat saying Mo's going to win again. But I'm not buying it today. Today's my day. But today is also Wednesday, November 10th, 2021. And we got some holidays to celebrate.
Hold up. Can I just say that it's already November 10th?
What is happening here? Where is the time going?
I really like... Oh, okay. So here we go.
Again.
Ready?
So-
Here we go. All right. Listen.
Here I go again.
All right. What's my weakness?
Come on, go.
All right. So I really had a moment this past week where I was sitting there thinking, is there someone?
You got to really not pause after you say that because I wanted to jump in. Oh, first time.
Where I was sitting there thinking.
Oh, geez. Already hit me there this week.
Is there somebody somewhere controlling like all the clocks? Like there's a master clock and they're controlling all the clocks. And when we're not looking, like they move it up ahead. And time truly is going by faster.
If we're in a simulation.
I know. That really, like, that went through my mind as I sat there thinking, like, man, I feel like
Where'd this day go?
I know. I really do. Am I insane?
Yeah, because perception of time is relative. Because the other day, we were driving home from we went to the circus. I forgot to even say this on Monday. We went to the circus.
Oh, fun.
Went to the circus here, and we
Was
were
it
driving
good?
home. It was great.
Awesome.
That morning, we had gone and our father-in-law has gifted us the minivan that they used to need that they don't really need now. And so we did that. We just switched over the titles that morning. As we were driving home from the circus, I'm like, was it just today that we did that? It feels like 4 days ago. Like so much has happened today. And so it can't both be going so fast and dragging on to where it feels like 4 days.
I mean, I guess. I don't know, though. I'm like, listen.
This whole week has just messed you up.
Listen for just a second. We have 5 weeks of instruction in school for the 2021 year. 5 weeks. It was just August. We just started.
Oh?
I'm so confused. I don't get it. Anyway. All right. The holidays for today. It's National Vanilla Cupcake Day.
Mo just had a moment. She had to get through it, guys. It's
really-
okay, but we're back.
Sometimes, that happens. There's a reason that it's called the moment.
Vanilla Cupcake Day, the most boring and plain of all cupcakes, but
Basic.
sometimes the most delicious.
Yeah.
I like to put mine in the refrigerator and then eat them cold. It's great.
Okay, so I know Rev Kev is listening. He's on Twitch right now. At least he was a few minutes ago. Hopefully, nope, never mind. Kara is in another state or another town right now. Never mind. Okay.
What's going on at the Count's house?
Sorry. Anyway, so we were talking. I told you that we started watching the Christmas Bake-Off challenges.
Yeah.
Okay, so there was a cupcake one, and there's like all these crazy, over-the-top, elaborate cupcakes. And Chris is like, I gotta say, the best cupcake is still, hands down, and I jumped on it before he could say it, Kara's Cupcakes. Hands down.
Oh, there he is. Rip Gavin Trap.
Still
Yep.
the best cupcakes ever.
They're pretty good.
Well, and Cannon was all like, well, I like the ones from Silo District, in Waco.
They're all right.
Kara's Cupcakes.
They're pretty good. Kara's strawberry cupcakes were crazy.
Okay, but for my birthday, she made lemon drop cupcakes.
Oh, man, I'm so jealous I never had those.
Okay.
It's also...
All right. Oh, yeah, and it's Sesame Street Day.
Sesame Street used to be cool.
It was supposed to be 123 Avenue B before they actually nailed down Sesame Street.
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, but that is an actual address in New York City.
Yeah.
So they couldn't.
Can you tell me
how to get to Sesame Street?
So I don't remember who brought this up, but I do know that recently they brought in a character. Every now and then they do that episode where there's like this outside character that has a problem, an issue that's going on. And they did an episode on a homeless character. Okay. And the whole episode was about, helping him get back up on his feet and all this kind of stuff. And meanwhile, whoever said this joke, I don't remember who it was, but they're talking about they did all that, and Oscar the Grouch has been living in that trash can since the show premiered. They never think about doing that for Oscar. And that's what you get. If you're mean, you don't get the help, guys. That's just how it goes.
I mean,
be nice.
Man.
Then Elmo came along and stole the show.
Straight up stole it.
Elmo just went nuts.
Big Bird was supposed to be the big deal.
And he was for the longest time. Snuffleupagus was supposed to be imaginary.
He's my favorite.
He's supposed to be imaginary, but then they got concerned that they'd be making kids crazy.
Well, they thought that kids would get the message that parents or adults didn't care what kids had to say.
Yeah.
And that they didn't believe them.
Right.
So they had to have a whole episode where Snuffy is visible to everyone except not just Big Bird.
Right.
So
that was interesting. Bert and Ernie, always just been platonic friends, guys. Doesn't matter what anybody's ever said.
Nothing more there.
Never been the case.
Exactly.
There was that whole controversy, I think it was last year or the year before, where somebody that worked on the show was like, no, they're not. They're not a couple.
Yeah.
Guys, they never have been.
Yeah.
Best buddies. That's it. Super Grover. Heck yeah. I want to do the voice, but I'm afraid I'm not going to get it right the first time. We have a book, The Monster at the End of This Book, one of the classics of Sesame Street books. And I have to read it in the voice of Grover. And I do pretty good. It takes me a couple pages to hit it right.
Yeah.
But they don't notice.
Yeah.
But then on the occasion that my wife has to put them to bed, the rare occasion they pick that book for her to read, they make her try and do the voice, and it's awful.
You're awful. Don't throw D under the bus like that.
She says it's awful because they make her stop.
Okay, Mom, that's enough.
You could just read it.
That's funny. Oh, poor Daedra.
Hello, everybody. Yep, there we go.
Sesame Street really, it's a classic. It's a classic.
KY says, I had nightmares about one character that scared me every time he was on Sesame Street. So my mom had me write him a letter. And they read it on Sesame Street and he changed? What? I need more information.
Right?
Was it the Count? One angry letter.
There was a time where he was a lot more mean.
I want to know if it was the Count.
Yeah, who was it? KY, who was it?
You can't just have this story and not tell us which character.
Right?
And you have to remember, right?
Yeah.
Because you say still creeps me out. So which one?
Who is it?
I needs to know. I needs to know.
How long does it take to type a name?
There's the delay. Don Music. Always got frustrated and slammed his own head into the piano. Oh, okay. And they stopped him expressing himself that way. Okay. I remember that character, and I remember him slamming his head in the piano. That's interesting. You changed society.
Look at you.
Yeah,
Dang.
Just taking names.
That's like famous level status right there.
KY's from the street. Sesame Street. Alright. Wednesday, we usually tackle a topic that could be a bigger show, but we're not going to make it a bigger show. And today, we're going to talk about Facebook says they're shutting down their program that automatically identifies people in photos using facial recognition and deleting all of their files that they've taken so far, which has been a lot because this has been going on for years. I'm going to say a decade or more at this point. The facial recognition thing to where it can pin you in photos that you didn't even post.
Mm-hmm. Which, I mean, I hate because the one it always pins me in, or the ones it always pins me in, is ones that I don't want myself pinned in.
Right.
Like,
if I wanted to be there, I'd pin myself. Thank you.
Exactly.
Tag myself.
The most
There we go.
unflattering pictures of me ever. You know, and on top of that, I also know someone else who's going to be incredibly happy about this. My sister-in-law, April, for years, for some reason, Facebook has always tagged her in pictures of our mother-in-law or tagged our mother-in-law in her pictures. And, you know, for a while it was like this weird, like, why is it doing this? They don't look anything alike. My mother-in-law was blonde and my sister-in-law, April, is a brunette. They look nothing alike. We could never figure out why it was happening. But then, especially after my mother-in-law passed away, April was like, how do I get Facebook to stop doing this? I don't want it to keep tagging.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I know what happened because that happened to me too. I don't remember who it was, but someone else in my family that we don't look anything alike, that kept happening to us as well.
Yeah.
Like, why did this person's not even actually blood related to me?
Yeah.
And it's because in one photo in the past where we were in the same photo together, my mother had accidentally reversed the tags on us because it was asking who's this person. And so it had at least one reference where my face was his name and his face was my name. And so it kept happening until I found that picture and I fixed it, and then it never happened again. So I bet there's one family photo or something in the past that
is
the
incorrectly
tags got
tagged.
swapped. Yeah. And that's caused that issue.
Yep.
So yeah. But yeah, now it's not a problem anymore. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're gonna yeah, it's been over a decade. And they're doing it mainly because people are feeling less and less secure about their privacy, which I don't understand why. What's going on in the last couple of years? It makes us feel like we're not in control of our own lives. Jerome Pacente, Vice President of Artificial Intelligence at Facebook, announced the change in a blog post last Tuesday, citing the technology's possible negative effects as well as regulatory uncertainty as reasons behind the decision. He said, there are many concerns about the place of facial recognition technology in society, and regulators are still in the process of providing a clear set of rules governing its use. Yeah, good to come to that realization 10 years later. Amid this ongoing uncertainty, we believe that limiting the use of facial recognition to a narrow set of use cases is appropriate. So, yeah. This also comes, of course, on the tail end of Facebook being just in the public eye and all the wrong reasons why. Everybody's kind of upset with Facebook, especially politically. Like Republicans and Democrats both are upset with Facebook right now. So they get a lot of traction politically, and so they want to make some people happy. And yeah, that's what they're going to do. So it says Facebook will release the facial scans of over 1 billion people or nearly 1/3 of its user base. As part of the changes, the company will no longer automatically recognize people's faces in Facebook memories, photos, or videos, and it will no longer automatically suggest tags based on facial recognition.
Well,
So,
good
good on them.
for them. I still have to go and back up my pictures somewhere because I
Yes, you do.
keep forgetting to do that.
And then, of course, they got the metaverse coming out soon, which is one step towards the Matrix, guys. I mean, it's happening.
Here we go.
We talked about it. It's coming.
Here we go.
But let's take a break here. When we come back, I'm back once again to battle for the championship.
Yeah, you're probably going to win it this time. Stick around.
Hyping it all up, and I'm going to lose. All right, we're going to try. We're going to make it happen. We're gonna make it happen. Make it happen. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. I got a whole bunch of notifications on my phone.
KY, when I said Regulators, I was actually thinking more along the lines of the song by Warren G. But I'm sure that they are the henchmen
Okay.
in Star Trek.
All right. Am I asking first or are you asking?
I'm asking first.
Okay.
Isn't that what I said last week? Is that yes. That's what I said last week. You got to open up your phone. No. Okay. You don't get to answer that one.
Okay.
You've had a lot of time to think about it.
Fine. I didn't get to read it, and there was a word that had 14 syllables that were all consonants. I'm pretty sure.
What was the abbreviation for Czechoslovakia?
Oh, okay. I was right. Mo is hip. That's what Kaylee says.
I got a bad one, that's for sure.
Oh, no, she meant to say Mo's hip is out. Okay, here we go. Welcome back to the Back Row Morning Show. I'm Radio Matt.
And I'm Mo.
And we've changed things up, including what we record live on Twitch. Each week, we record our shows Friday and Saturday before with our friends on Twitch. Follow us on twitch.tv/LTN on air. And truthfully, we say we've changed things up, but it's been several months since that change has happened. So if you haven't done it yet, right now, twitch.tv/LTN on air. Go follow us so you'll be notified when we go live, and you can join in on the show as we record them and interact with us. And you can join our Discord at backrowdiscord.com for after the show discussion and even opportunities to be on the show live with us. Why wouldn't you want to do this?
I don't know.
Come on, we're fun. We're fun people. Do what we say.
And we're hip.
Before we go any further, it's time for Mo's Fact of the Day.
Given Sesame Street's nearly half-century of popularity, it's hardly surprising to learn that Sesame Street has racked up dozens of awards over the years. So far, it's earned nearly 200 Emmys, 11 Grammys, and several Peabody Awards, and shows no signs of stopping anytime soon.
All right.
Yep.
All right. All right. All right.
That's how I knew all those random facts about Sesame Street earlier. When
I'm realizing that I'm glad I didn't accidentally say your random fact for the thing.
Well, I had to come up with an obscure one because
Yeah.
I kind of felt like we were going to talk about some characters.
Smart. Smart.
Yeah, I kind of know a thing or two.
Matt stresses me out. Why does Matt stress you out, Kaylee?
Oh, dang.
That's rude.
Where did that come from?
Oriel Jedi says, even Carolyn the Christian says you guys are fun.
Right?
Ah, man, that was a great interview. If that was our last ever show,
We went out on
we
top
would have
for
been
sure.
happy. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, that was so good.
absolutely.
So good. Okay.
I feel a lot of pressure though, like moving on from there. Like,
This week's show is just gonna stink.
I mean, if we got any new listeners last week and then they listen this week, they're gonna be like, "Wait, is this what it's like all the time?" Yeah,
right.
kind of.
Well, it's time for me and Mo to go head to head in the game, and today is my latest chance to earn back the Undisputed Back Row Championship title belt. Last week, I beat Mo in a new game called Endless Quiz, which just brings up random multiple choice questions, and this week we get to take on this game again. And if I win, I'm the new champ, and if I lose, Mo extends her streak. But it's been so long. For those of you watching on Twitch, you can see in the little corner of Mo's camera, there's that little title belt in the corner. It has been there
Since
forever.
The beginning of
I have never had it on my side of the screen.
endeavor.
Since we've been doing these live streams with this overlay, which has been most of this year, I have not had this title belt. So I need it.
You got a pen and paper
Yes.
to keep the skr?
I do.
Oriole is in our. You are not allowed to do that. If I can't do it, you can't do it. Oriole is in the chat, and he's going to help keep score.
Okay.
All right. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yes.
Bum, 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 bum.
We're doing 7, right? Yeah.
7.
7.
7. Ready? Which color surface reflects all incoming light wavelengths? Black, green, white, or blue?
Which color surface reflects
All incoming light wavelengths.
Say them again.
Black, green, white, or blue?
White.
Correct. In which sport is interrupted play resumed with a scrum? Baseball, ice hockey, rugby, or water polo?
The scrum.
A scrum.
Read the question one more time.
In which sport is interrupted play resumed with a scrum?
Zoomed. Hockey.
Incorrect. It was rugby.
Dang it,
And
rugby
I
was
knew
my
that
second
from a
answer.
Friends reference.
Shoot.
Yes, thank you, Ross.
Shoot.
All right. Unlike lice, fleas can jump, enter the bloodstream, change their color, or eat mice.
Jump.
Correct.
Yes, I knew that one.
In what continent can we find Myanmar? South America.
Myanmar.
So you know the answer.
I don't.
South America, Africa, Europe, or Asia?
Okay, I think it's either South America or Africa. Myanmar. Oh man, I'm split between those two. South America.
Wrong.
Is it Africa?
It's Asia.
Oh, okay. Well, then I feel better because I would have gotten it wrong either way.
What is the average speed of a car that travels 560 kilometers in 7 hours? Okay. What is the
think that's fair,
average
'cause I don't know what
speed of a
kilometers
car
is.
that travels 560 kilometers in 7 hours? 90 kilometers an hour, 60 kilometers an hour, 80 kilometers an hour, or 70 kilometers an hour?
Okay, what's the question one more time?
560 kilometers in 7 hours. What's the average speed if you travel 560 kilometers in 7 hours? 90 kilometers? Oh, never mind. Sorry.
All right, hold up. Okay. I can get this. Hold on. Play some music here. We got it. My brain is freezing up. Okay, hold on.
You told me to play music. I feel like there's got to be a timer.
Okay, what are the answers again?
Oh my gosh! 90 kilometers an hour, 60 kilometers an hour, 80 kilometers
80.
an hour. Okay. How the heck did you get that?
It's really a basic math question. I just really had to think about it. Okay. No. Did you skip a question?
No.
Did you skip a question?
Which city was host to the Tea Party?
Boston.
Yeah.
Thank you. Freaking cheater. And we actually did 9 last time.
Okay.
So we can keep going.
How many?
So we've done 6.
All right. Which is part of the nervous system? Prostate, gallbladder, cerebellum, or esophagus? Esophagus is not spelled the way that you would think it's spelled.
Cerebellum.
Correct.
Yeah. Prostate.
You don't like that word?
Just thinking about it as a part of the nervous system grosses me out.
Which is a tick-borne disease? Good.
Quit hitting our table.
Over you getting the easy questions.
You give him all the easy ones.
Hip hop anonymous.
With tick-borne disease, come on.
Malaria, something fever, the plague, or Lyme disease.
Lyme disease.
Yeah.
I would have said malaria almost.
What is special about the claws of cheetahs? They are semi-retractable, no dew claw, only 3 toes, or they're covered with suberin? Suberin?
Can I just read it? Semi-retractable, no dew claw, only 3 toes, are covered with Subaru.
Covered in a car.
Sure, that one.
No, they're semi-retractable.
Okay, great. That was 9.
All right. Good grief.
Okay, I got 6 out of 9, which is worse than I did last time. Last time I got 8. So.
My hand hurts now.
All right. What is?
It's a hard one, huh?
Well,
what a
it might
way
not
to
be.
start off.
You might have been there. I don't know. What is the largest river in Alaska? The Bering, Yukon, Kuskokwim, or Kodiak?
I don't think the Bering is a river. You know, I'm really tapping into what's that show on the Discovery Channel about the crabs, where they. Anyway,
Deadliest Catch?
Thank you.
Yeah, I've never seen it. I guess.
You should watch it. You should watch it.
We're in a game right now, Mo.
Shut up. Okay, what was the second and the last one?
Yukon and Kodiak.
I'm gonna go with Kodiak.
Yukon Cornelius. It's a Yukon.
Seriously?
According to the Big Bang Theory, what was the state of the universe before the inflation of space? Was it amalgamation, granularity, singularity, or telencephalon?
Singularity.
Correct.
Hey!
Which disease is not transmitted by mosquitoes? Malaria, AIDS, yellow fever, or dengue fever?
It's one of the fevers.
Is it?
Yeah. Is it?
If I had to choose a guess, I don't think it would have. But
Well, but
I'm
now,
probably
like,
wrong.
yeesh. Yeesh. Sheesh. I'm going with the dengue fever.
It's AIDS.
Is it? Okay. See, so I remember, like, when we were in middle school and high school, everybody was like, you can
That was like a rumor, right?
Yeah. And so then the second that I was like, it's one of the fevers, and you said, is it? And I was like, wait, I think that they proved that wrong. But now I don't want to say that and be dumb.
All right. A mongoose is a fish, a bird, a reptile, or a mammal.
Oh, okay. It's not a fish and it's not a bird,
But it's got goose in the name.
but I don't know if it's a reptile.
Is it a mongoose or a woman goose?
I don't know if it's a reptile or a mammal. And I always got reptile and amphibian mixed up.
Well, that's not enough.
What's the stinking difference?
One is water based
it-
and the other's not. That's the difference.
Is it? I don't know. I'm going to say it's a mammal.
Good job. Oh my gosh. Ooh, I get to say some words here.
Oh, great.
Women who breastfeed after giving birth have a longer period of leukorrhea, gonorrhea, amenorrhea, or diarrhea. Which one of the
Okay,
Rias?
it's not gonorrhea or diarrhea. What was the other one? Amenorrhea?
Amenorrhea and leukorrhea.
I feel like I should know this as a woman who breastfed, but I don't know. I'm going to say amenorrhea.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, you're doing great. You're doing great. 3 out of 5 so far. All right, you're on par with me. We were at the exact same level. All right, what is affected by scoliosis? The muscles, the blood, the skin, or the spine?
The spine.
Good job. What does ice do in water? It floats, it sinks, it evaporates, or it becomes black.
It floats.
What the heck question is that? That's the easiest question that's ever been asked of anybody on the planet. So I just want you to know right there, you've got the easiest question as ever been asked.
The Tea Party one was super easy.
I could have easily forgotten that it was
Whatever.
Boston.
No.
But does ice float or turn black in water? Guys.
Well, okay, but for real, I had to envision putting it in a glass. Does it sink or does it float? It floats.
How many years have you been drinking water?
36.
Admiral and monarch are types of which group of animals? Butterflies, bears, penguins, or seals?
I don't know. Butterflies.
You do know you do. I wasn't buying that for a second.
You did?
Okay. Forget this.
I might not know it.
Forget this
I might not
nonsense.
know it. I might not know it.
This is now the easiest question again that's ever been asked.
I might not know it.
Scarlet is a shade of what? Blue, green, gray, or red?
Red.
I'm gonna turn off my mic. Ah! I am now convinced we live in a simulation. And whoever's pushing the buttons loves this game he's toying with me with.
Oh, man. Okay, but listen, now you know exactly how I felt every time I went up against Kevin. Every single time. Every time. I'm sorry.
You only went up against Kevin 4 times. 4.
It felt like 400.
I have gone up against you every 3 weeks for the last year and have won the first game, which it used to just be 1 game. That's the challenge, not you have to earn your spot. But to prolong this, I added that rule. And now I really regret it. I can't finish the show without me. I'm done. I'm going home. I can't. I'm also sitting here wondering if the neighbor to the building heard that and has called the police.
We heard a man screaming from inside the church next to us. There are 2 cars parked outside, so we know that there are people in there.
I saw a woman go in. I think she might have murdered the man.
They're gonna come in and I would be like, listen, I didn't do anything. Nothing.
And I'm going to be behind you going,
Just search her. Just search her.
she's got a gun and I think marijuana.
It's
That's not legal yet.
It's not episode 420. Chill.
It's not legal yet. Arrest her.
Oh, man. Wow.
I'm just, forget it, man. Forget it. No more games. Game section's canceled.
No.
Never doing it again. I'm going to throw the title belt in the trash. We're done.
No. No.
Let's take another quick break.
When we come back, we go through several rising secular theories about our reality that could point toward a creator or line up with biblical accounts.
Stick around.
We need a question. We need a question, people. People, we need a question. Oh.
My throat hurts from screaming.
Universal. 26th through the 1st.
Everybody on Twitch, now you know where she's going to be. Get her. Shut up, Oriole. How many times do I have to ban you today?
Did you ban him? Why are you banning me?
Early at the beginning, you said something snarky, remember? I said, all right, we're banning Oriole.
It was a father-daughter.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Why is Mo better than Matt at everything?
Okay, I'm just going to shut chat down.
It's because I'm older.
Emote chat only. That's all it's going to be.
KY says must have Thanksgiving side dish, and Big N says best pie for the holidays.
Let's do both.
Okay, got it.
Got it.
Got it.
Got it. Oh. Okay.
Ew. No, don't ever again, please.
That was supposed to be like a laugh. It wasn't supposed to be whatever you thought it was.
No, it was very inappropriate. No.
Welcome back to the Back Row Morning Show as things are winding down for the day.
But first, we're going to answer a question from Twitch.
Yeah, so actually we're going to do two.
We're going to do two, yeah.
Actually, we're going to do two. We're going to do two of them.
Questions from Twitch.
Chat won't let me roll it back up. Okay.
You said that I could take over the show from here, so I'm just taking over.
All right, so KY says must have Thanksgiving side dish, and Gabigan says best pie for the holidays. Do we want to just keep it Thanksgiving focused, just for ease here? The best pie for Thanksgiving and best side dish.
Sure.
You first.
So the side dish is gonna take me a minute to think, because to narrow it down to just one must-have side dish is gonna it's gonna take a second. But the best pie, hands down, and I'm in the minority. I know I usually am. Apple pie. Apple pie. It's my favorite. It's my fave.
Yeah, you're in the minority.
Chris would say cherry pie. It's his favorite.
But also not a typical Thanksgiving pie. I don't
Nope.
feel like. Okay.
But if we're having pie, we're having cherry pie because it's Chris's favorite with chocolate ice cream. I like apple pie with vanilla ice cream.
Yeah, I don't want either of those. But if I had to choose between the two, it'd be cherry.
Of course it would. Because you disagree with me on everything. Because you're a little
No,
sour
I don't.
right now. I can't help it. That I win no matter what.
Throw you.
All I do is win.
Take your water right here and just pour it.
You wouldn't.
That would be hilarious.
There's two.
I'm gonna take it off your coaster. Take that.
Two. I see. I'm responsible and put my water on my coaster so that I don't mess up the thousands
The fancy plastic
of a
table.
thousands of dollars of equipment you have sitting around me because I'm a walking disaster.
All right, come on, side dish.
Oh, I was gonna let you go with your dessert.
Okay. My dessert, of course, classic pecan pie. I don't know of any other pie that says holiday times more
What'd you say?
than the pecan pie.
I'm pretty sure you said pecan pie. I'm pretty sure you.
The
Oh, yes.
pecan.
See, you see Kaylee in
Pecan
the chat.
The child, yes, I see the child with their wrong opinions.
She does not have wrong opinions.
You don't like pecan pie, Oriole? Just get out. Just leave. My goodness.
I don't like
all night with you, Oriole.
all night long, all night.
Yeah,
I don't
16's
like.
a child, Kaylee. I'm sorry. 16's a child.
She's about to be 17.
That's still a child.
No,
Can't drink.
Yes.
You can't vote. Nothing.
no. She's.
Anyways.
I was gonna say she's just turning 16.
Side
Anyway,
dish. Do you need me to go first on the side dish?
Well, hold up. What's your least favorite pie?
My least favorite pie?
On the count of three, we'll say it together. Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Pumpkin.
Apple.
Oh, you a turd.
It is my least favorite.
Pumpkin is just good.
I like pumpkin fine. I mean, I'll eat it if it's the only option.
What's pumpkin
it's just not
fine?
my favorite. Walking out. Walking out, everybody. But apple pie, for some reason, I can't get into it. Can't.
I love apple pie.
That texture is probably the worst texture for me.
Oh, but see, the apples have to be peeled. You cannot put unpeeled apples.
Either way.
Okay, well.
It's the apple part that.
Oh, I love it. It's the apples I don't like.
Did I say anything about the peels? No.
Well, I mean, sometimes. Okay, side dish. You know what?
A lot of people are saying mac and cheese up in here, and that's not
Yeah,
wrong.
It's not wrong, but I don't. If I don't have if I don't have mac and cheese, then
Mashed and cheese.
mashed and cheese, then I don't feel like I'm actually missing anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's not a specific Thanksgiving thing.
So I just gave way of what my side dish is, and it's mashed potatoes and gravy. Have to have them.
Also, I guess I wouldn't consider that always just a Thanksgiving thing, but then thinking about it, that's the only time we ever make mashed potatoes. We never have mashed potatoes at our house.
His eyes just.
It's just Thanksgiving. And I love them. Why don't we have them all the time? They're available all year round.
Yeah.
It's not like the yams that only come in the big crates during Thanksgiving.
Okay, but I love the little frozen patty yams that come in the frozen section. They come like 6 to a container, and they're sliced little yams, and you
Little yams.
shut up, and you fry them up with butter and brown sugar. Oh, yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Anyway, mashed potatoes. So
I like mashed potatoes a lot.
Thanksgiving is the only time that we do real mashed potatoes and not instant mashed potatoes.
Peels in or not?
So here's the thing. We
It's a simple
always, no, it's really not. It's about half and half. But we also put one sweet potato in with
I've
our
seen that.
russets
I'm fine with
potatoes.
that, yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
But do you leave the peels in or not? What's your preference?
I like the peels,
High five. We're friends again.
but my family doesn't. So we compromise by doing half the potatoes with the peels and half without so that I still get.
You're a true family.
Yeah, we are.
All right. So my favorite side dish, I've told you about 1 billion times, and I'm sure I've said it
Yes.
on the podcast 1 billion times, but it's one that I hated for like 15 years. And then suddenly out of nowhere, and I tried it every year. Every single year I tried it because I wanted to like it because it's my entire wife's family's favorite. It's Armenian rice.
Uh-huh.
It is white rice cooked in beef bouillon with bacon and onion. It's simple. It's delicious. But for the longest time, I hated it, and I could not make myself like it. And then it just clicked one year, and now I love it. And I eat as much of it as I can every Thanksgiving. Never heard of it before meeting this family. Haven't heard of it anywhere else. Nobody
Yeah.
I've ever talked to has ever heard of it.
Yeah.
But it's great.
It just really at this point needs to be called Vassar rice because that's all it is.
Corn pudding? Oh, gosh, I'm sorry. That was a real one. I said it out loud and my brain was like, what is happening? Whoa, is that in our mouth? Don't know.
But I don't think that it's like pudding like you're thinking.
Right, I have no idea what it is, but it sounds like I want to vomit.
Pretty sure that it's like cornbread and then like cream of corn.
No, that's worse than what I
Oh,
thought.
see, we make our cornbread with a can of cream of corn. And
Okay, but that's different because you're cooking it,
delicious.
right? The what I envisioned was
Okay, never-
pan of cornbread, dump a can of cream corn on top of it.
No. Maybe.
Like Jell-O. Oh, not like Jell-O. pudding.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, yeah,
It took me a minute too. I didn't see the knot.
word
I just
separation.
saw the no, like Jell-O, and I was like, oh.
Corn Jell-O. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I know you haven't heard of what Armenian rice is. Nobody has, but it's great. You should try it.
It is
I'll send you the
actually.
recipe. I should post the recipe. I don't understand why I haven't ever done that before.
Yeah, so Oriel says in chat he's not a fan of corn, and I just got to know. I mean, is it because you chew it, you swallow it, you know that you've destroyed it in the digestion process, but when you see it again.
Where are you going with this?
It's
It reforms
magically
itself.
put back together.
I'm surprised it's not back on the cob.
One of life's many mysteries. How does it happen? How does it happen?
Can I answer? Speaking of many mysteries, can I answer one of the world's biggest mysteries?
Yes, please do.
Okay. What's the laundry mystery that everybody has? Why do you only lose one sock?
Yeah.
You don't. If you lose both socks, you just don't know about it.
Listen, it is only on the Back Row Morning Show that we can throw such truth at you on the regular. You are welcome.
Well, let's end with our verse for the day.
Our verse for the day, speaking of truth, is Isaiah 28:29. This also comes from the Lord of hosts. He is wonderful in counsel and excellent in wisdom.
That's going to do it for our show today. Remember that we are first exclusively on LTN Radio, LTNOnAir.com every Monday through Thursday at 8 a.m. Eastern with an encore at 10 a.m. But if you miss a day or just can't catch the show live, find the Back Row Morning Show podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, etc. Subscribe, rate 5 stars, and leave a review. Do it, and we'll love you forever.
And also, the podcast feed will offer a weekly highlight episode focusing on just our main topics for the week for those of you who can't commit to the full 3 hours a week. And make sure you're following us on all the socials. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Just search for @TheBackRowLTN and connect with us.
Tune in tomorrow morning for the Back Row Rewind, where we will bring you a classic episode of the Back Row Morning Show. And we will be taking a few breaks over the next couple months, so shows won't be coming in as fast or regularly, but our next new show will be on Thanksgiving Day. It's going to be our Thanksgiving Day special. It will air during the normal morning show times at 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. Eastern, and again at 6 p.m. Eastern at the evening time. If you would like to be a part of this special episode, then go follow us again at twitch.tv/LTNOnAir for when we do our live recording, and that's going to be on Friday, November 19th. This Twitch special will feature extra content that won't make it to the radio or the podcast, and maybe some more Twitch interaction than normal. It's going to be a lot of fun. Now, next week, instead of morning shows Monday through Thursday, we're actually going to be airing the sessions from LTN Con this year. So each morning, I think you'll have three or four of the keynote speaks and the breakout speeches and the breakout sessions airing with music and stuff in between. And I think it'll be all 4 days before Church Nerds. I can't quite remember, but most of the days, at least the first 3 days, and that's what you're going to have. And we'll put those on the LTN Specials podcast feed as well. So if you miss them in the morning, you can catch those later on. But that's what we're planning on doing next week. And then we'll be airing some Back Row main shows Monday through Wednesday of Thanksgiving week, leading up to that brand new Thanksgiving special on Thursday. So that's what's going on these next couple weeks.
That's what's happening around these parts.
Once again, I'm Radio Matt.
And I'm Mo.
And remember, if nobody else tells you, we promise it's true. Jesus loves you, nerd. Twitch, don't go anywhere, because we got one more section for you. A bonus just for you guys. Just for our video friends. And we're going to... WTF? Why the face?
It's that voice.
Just for you guys.
I don't love it.
Here we go.
It's
everybody.
not my favorite.
It's your favorite voice, I do.
You do a lot of voices that I can tolerate.
You're
that
a bit
one.
You're a bit much.
You're a bit much, Matt.
You know, they say she's a bit much. You know, I'm not the one saying it. Other people tell me.
You're at a 10. I need you to bring it down to at least a 7.
You're always at about a 10. I like to keep it at a 7. I like to keep it comfortable.
To scare all the people away.
All right, we've got a triple threat today, guys.
Threat.
3 rounds of chips from around the world. Okay. First up, Prangies
Pringles.
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 It is Japan, I think.
I would guess, but
It is Napoli flavored.
Napoli.
I
which
believe
is,
it's supposed to be a pizza-esque. Yeah, it's got a cheese pizza on it right there.
Napoli is Naples. Naples, Italy. That's the Italian way of saying Naples.
This is a passport flavor.
I have to tell you, before we open this up, okay, of all the places that we visited while we were in Europe, Naples was hands down the most disgusting. I'm not even kidding. It
That's
had...
not where I expected that to go.
Listen. And Nick and April were there with us, so they can back me up. It had just rained the night before, and everybody's trash, like bagged trash and unbagged trash, had flooded the streets everywhere. Everywhere. We were going around roundabouts because that's all that they have. They don't do stop signs. We're going around roundabouts and we're dodging bags of trash.
Bags of trash, piles of poop, dead bodies.
It was disgusting.
Just all floating.
See, Kaylee's been there. She said it was disgusting.
Napoli chips. Let's go.
Smells like trash.
It does smell bad.
It doesn't smell good.
Oh, it smells awful. Oh, my eyes are watering a bit. Legitimately.
So, I gotta tell you, if they are bad, if they do taste disgusting, like, they hit the mark.
They nailed it.
Yes.
All right, let's go. Oh, well. That's good. Not what I was expecting.
Okay.
And also a flavor that I recognize.
You gotta do the Pringles right. It's
Right.
always two chips.
But
to
like,
get
you know
that
how
hat.
the last ones we tried tasted like that cheese spread for the crackers? This is also reminding me of something different. I can't tell you what it is, but it's good.
Okay.
Is it the pizza flavoring inside combos that I'm thinking of? That's my only guess. Mm-hmm. Is that what it is? Maybe not.
Yes.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
I think it is, yeah.
That is what it is. Okay, listen. You know how you got your wine connoisseurs who, like,
Yeah.
they know how to taste wine?
Yeah.
Do you realize we've become...
The chip connoisseurs?
Yeah.
Chip connoisseurs. All right, well, let's see.
As I'm sitting here watching you slow chew
Feeling it around your tongue. Feel the body.
and
of the chip.
noticing I'm doing exactly the same thing, slow
Dense
chew.
and chewy.
Also, I gotta say, there's something about Japanese Pringles that is so much better than American Pringles. It's like the chip itself is more dense.
Okay, these are all Japanese. That's right. This
you
is the
even listening
Japanese
to me?
set. Yes, yeah. Chip itself so dense.
Like
they are
more-
different. They're smaller and they're a little bit thicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like them.
I like that.
I like it much better than
Yeah.
the normal Pringle.
Agreed.
All right, next up, Lay's potato chips, cucumber flavor.
Okay.
All right, cucumber Lay's. Look at that packaging, though. Look at that thing. Beautiful dragon. That's nice. Oh, nice and crushed. Take a deep
Okay.
smell. A deep.
That's cucumber.
It goes all the way into
It
the
really
back of your
does,
throat.
yeah.
You like
That is-
develop it.
That is cucumber, and that is spot on.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's freaking go.
I got a little burnt one.
Yeah, the burnedy.
Oh. 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 Huh. Oh my.
I didn't want my tongue to touch it again. Oh, but taking it out, With just the flavor, it does taste like cucumber, but it's bad.
It is awful. Oh, it's awful. Oh,
Put that back in the bag.
That is so bad.
Oh,
That is
it's so much worse than I expected it to be. Drink some of your bubbly.
That is terrible.
Oh.
Okay, and here's the thing. Like, you know how peppermint leaves like that cool feeling on the back of your throat? Yeah, cucumber does too. And now it's so bad.
It's really gross.
It is disgusting. I gotta tell you, I kind of thought for half a second, well, maybe it'll just be like pickle.
Right.
But it's not.
No.
At all.
Oh, it lingers.
They hit the mark of cucumber for sure.
It doesn't mix well with potato.
Yeah. Nope. Mm-mm.
All right. The last one, believe it or not, might be worse. I expected that to be delightful and refreshing, and it was not. All right. So you know how Doritos had the roulette?
Gosh, it's still there.
Don't worry, it's gonna be erased. You know how Doritos had the Doritos roulette, and we tried that on the channel, and you kept getting a couple hot ones. And I didn't get any of the hot ones, and I kept trying to eat more and more, and I couldn't get a hot one. Well, we got another chance because in Japan. No, this isn't Japan. This is somewhere else. But anyway, they have. I assumed it was Japan because of the flavor, but it's not. They have Risk Doritos, where one of them is wasabi flavored and really hot. I don't know what language this is. I'm trying to read on the bag. Anyway, I don't know what the normal flavor is. It might just be normal Dorito flavor.
I can't.
All right, this will take care of it. I think it's normal Dorito. It smells fine. All right.
It smells like pizza.
A little bit.
They don't smell like normal Doritos.
Smells pretty good. All right.
But maybe that's normal Doritos mixing with wasabi.
Draw your chip.
Great.
Oh, they're a little bit different shape. They're a little bit thinner of a triangle.
That's cheating.
A little more acute.
Let me see the bag.
A little more acute and cute. Here's a little. Yeah, see, it's not quite like our Doritos are perfect triangles, aren't they? These are like acute triangles.
They're so cute.
And cuties.
Mine's got air pockets.
All right, let's go. Oh, I think I have it bad. I think I smelled it on the way in. I don't have a bad one. Interesting flavor. You have a bad one? What, a cucumber chip? It'll cool it off. The normal chip is great.
The flavor is good,
Yeah.
but there is heat.
You okay?
You're going to have to eat another one.
I will risk 2 more full chips. It's hard to find full chips. Nope. Nope. There we go. Here's a full chip. Interesting. It tasted different.
So that little one that I just ate tasted like wasabi, but there was not near the amount of heat that big one had.
Well, this one tastes different, but there's still no heat. All right. Oh. When you ship chips, guys, you can't really expect
chips
to keep them intact. Dang it. Okay, there's one, I think. Is that enough of one?
Yeah,
the biggest
sure.
piece I could find. All right, last one. strangely enough, this one also tastes different than the other two. Maybe it's just the amount of flavoring on it.
Maybe.
That really alters it. Still good. I don't know what the flavor is. If that's what wasabi tastes like, I don't know because I don't eat wasabi, but it's still not hot. So I win. Again.
They all have the wasabi taste,
Do
but
they?
only that one had the heat.
And again, just like with the Doritos roulette, I don't understand how they do it. How it doesn't rub off on all the chips in the bag. Did we settle on that it had to be like in the batter?
No.
Like baked into the chip
Baked
itself?
in. Yeah, that's what we...
Not batter, but whatever it would be.
I don't know, guys.
Did you catch another one?
That one's hot.
Ready for the dab? 3, 2, 1. Chicken.
That one was hot.
All right, gang, that's going to do it for our show. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. A lot of you hanged out the entire... Hanged out? Hung out? Is it hanged out or hung out? I don't know what the word is now. A lot of y'all were with us this entire night, and we are grateful for that.
Hung out.
Is it?
Yeah.
But I thought hung wasn't a word. I thought it was hanged.
Since when is hung not a word?
Please quit saying it. Love you guys. And the most important thing is that we get to hang out with you and have this cool fellowship time because y'all do mean a lot to us, and you show that that we mean a lot to you with like the hype train earlier and being involved with our Discord stuff, and all of that means more to us than you could ever know. And so we hope you will continue to come and be a part of the show each and every time we're here. The next time, again, like we said, it's going to be November 19th. That's going to be our big Thanksgiving special. If you were here for our 400th episode, it's going to have that feel. We're probably going to do the same thing game-wise. Like each of us are going to face one of you in a game for an opportunity for you to win one of our I Beat Matt or Mo stickers. And we'll talk about Thanksgiving. And then the special thing, instead of the one chip challenge like we did on the 400th episode, we're going to do the turkey dinner candy corn, which if y'all saw last year's version, quite entertaining. Our pain, and there was so much of the pain. So, yeah. Yeah. Be here for that. It might be the end of one of us. But the fellowship means a lot to us because we love you and we want to show you the love of Jesus. And Jesus liked to just hang out and have fun with people sometimes on occasion. And so that's what we like to do too. Jesus loves you. We love you. And you should love yourself too, because God made you.
Love you guys.